some reason, OBS was really fighting with me. I don't know why OBS was sitting there being so combative, but it was. And I was not a fan. I'll have you know. And now I've got a whole bunch of shit jumping up in my face. Dog, I didn't even activate any of that. I'm sick of this! Just a bunch of random shit happening. Hello! Oh boy, it's gonna be a good one today. It's gonna be a good one. AFC Title Game to determine who goes to the Super Bowl. Kai, I see you in there. How you doing, man? How you doing? Glad to see you in here. Big ups to you for being in here. Hang on, I gotta slide my footrest over to the proper side. There we go. We are feeling quite better. We're 10 minutes away from kickoff. Let's let's just start getting up those like numbers up and get out to more people, as many people as we can get to. Oh man, I'm excited. I'm excited. I've got a lot of faith here in my Broncos today. I do. Maybe a little too much faith. I'm kind of I don't know, like I'm in a weird spot where it's like I'm kind of expecting the worst, or hoping for the best, expect the worst. Not like getting blown out worst outcome, but like not winning worst outcome, essentially. I'm gonna move that. I think that looks better right there. Yeah, very, very cool. And we got my camera there. Bach, let's go! Let's go! Nah, it's gonna be magical, man. I got a lot of faith. I got a lot of faith in these guys right now. They have shown me time and again that they can overcome all of the injuries that they've had thrown their way. Obviously, the J.K. Dobbins injury, they fought through that. The Brandon Jones injury, I mean, P.J. Locke has stepped up and played really, really well this season. Just at times have guys, I mean, one of the more unsung guys, because he didn't do anything flashy on the stat sheet when his number was called, Chris Abrams-Drain. I mean, this team all season, you look at some of the backups that have had to come up to play for Denver. Palczewski, Drain, Abrams-Drain, Locke. I know Devon Key and J.L. Skinner both took some snaps in a game because we had a few guys get hurt in that Chargers game. There is a lot. And this team is so damn resilient, and they have fought through injury after injury. What's up, Mile High? What is up, everybody? Like I said, just a few minutes away from kickoff. And it's going to be up to Jarrett Stidham for the Denver Broncos today to come up and do what he needs to do, man. Listen, there's not a lot of film out on him, on Jarrett Stidham. There's some things that I do like about Stidham. I think he's got good pocket presence. I think he can stand in the pocket well. I think he can find his open receiver, as you should be able to do. Stidham does some good stuff, and I'm really excited to see how some of that is going to translate, because my God. So, a couple of things. This Broncos defense absolutely needs to play better than they did against Buffalo. I get that you are getting two of the best quarterbacks in the league. One way or another, though, this defense has got to find a way to step up. They were, other than the turnovers, the defense was not great last week. One of the things that does make me feel better about it, though, is that this has been a turnover-prone Pats offense at times this year, or really in the postseason. So I think there's going to be chances here. And I mean, hot take, I think the Broncos are going to force a punt today. They have not done that in the playoffs this year. So it's, granted, again, one game. But, well, and we were getting to that, Bok Choy. I mean, Denver's defense, especially one of the guys that I keyed in on is oh my God, Nick Bonito. Because he's going to be going against that rookie left tackle in Will Campbell. And we saw Will Campbell struggle against the likes of whoever Houston was throwing at him on that side. So I think Bonito is primed to have a pretty damn good day. And it's going to be great, man. I'm excited. Muted the TV. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hey, real quick, if you guys want to do me a favor, let's get the stream up to 5 likes before we even hit kickoff. I'm feeling a good day. Good Broncos day, good day on the stream. It's going to be outstanding today, ladies and gentlemen. I am so excited to be here with all of you. We're 5 minutes from kickoff. They're running the whole, the promo and the stuff. We got the jersey on. This one's for Bo. Listen, man, 10 plus 8 equals 18. Last time we won the Super Bowl, our quarterback had the number 18. It's in spirit. Oh, God. Now we're just shooting the shit at that point. Yeah, let's get the stream up to 5 likes. I'm feeling, dude, it's going to be big. It's going to be such a big day. I can feel it, man. I can feel it. So we are, once again, just a few minutes away from kickoff. It's going to be a Denver defense that has been an absolute wrecking crew this season, though they did take a slight dip in December, and they did not look great against Buffalo. I think that's more a Josh Allen thing than it could potentially be a Bronco defense thing. I like their chances against Drake May in his first playoff run against this offensive line that's not been great at times, and once again, we have seen Will Campbell has gotten torn apart. I like these Broncos corners against the New England receiving core. Pat Surtain should be on Stephon Diggs for basically the entire game. Riley Moss is going to be working on Keyshawn Boutte. I like our safeties. There's a lot to like here. And again, the resilience with this Broncos team has been outstanding. I'm baked as fuck. Let's go. Nice. Nice. We do like it. I finally managed to get the neon sign in the shot. That's what I was trying to do for the past couple of weeks. That's why I rotated my whole setup. Couldn't figure it out, and I finally just moved it so I could get it in shot. It's gonna be a good time, man. I'm excited. My big ol' head covers the Elway card thing that I've got back there. I'll let you guys get a look at that because I actually love that thing. It's gonna be a great damn game. Jarrett Stidham, I got a lot of faith in Jarrett Stidham. I'm interested to see if Sean does anything in the running game this week. Because again, we only ran the ball 10 times last week with non-quarterbacks. Bo had 12 carries, and that was more than Harvey and McLaughlin combined. So it's gonna be very, very intriguing to see if anything gets done in the running game. But I got a lot of faith in Stiddy. No film on him, except the preseason, and who really uses preseason film? I'm sure someone's going to go deep enough too, but I got my Dr. Pepper. We're all good. Every time I see Mile High on the fans, I get chills. Hell yeah, dude. Best fans in the world? True. Hey, I got the best viewer base on YouTube as well. And a good chunk of them are Broncos fans, so I think, by transitive property. Oh, man. Already almost to 5 likes. We got 3 minutes to kick off. It is going to be absolutely wonderful. Went to the store and forgot my Orange Crush. No! Damn it! Damn it. Alright, let me know if the audio is too much. Let's see if we can't... I don't know, I don't want to peak my mic, because I've been screwing with my mic settings again. What's up? Hey, Pan, how we doing? Glad to see you in here. Let's go. We got all the regular... We got everybody in here. We got all the crew in here. Buck, Kai... Oh my god, Mile High. Just saw Pat in here as well. Ender, I saw him poke in there. Ain't no party like a Stiddy party. Good god. I have been seeing that all over. My favorite picture has been that one that they showed where they photoshopped him over LeBron and the no team has ever come back and won a NBA Finals down 3-1 or something. Probably my favorite ever picture so far. We're already at 6 likes. You guys are the best. Yeah, we are running through the national anthem, and then just like 2015, it is going to be Denver and New England, 1 and 2. for the AFC title. Jarrett Stidham, Drake May. We may have been robbed of Nix May, the first installment in what could have been a great series. But right now, none of that matters. It is up to Jarrett Stidham. Let's go get this one for Bo Nix. Let's go get this title for Bo. Once again, let me know if the audio's good. Like, if I'm too loud or if I'm, like, peeking in and out a little bit. Because if I'm peeking the mic, I'm going to adjust that a smidge. I don't want that to be ass. So, but it is almost time. Steady a fucking Jedi today. Hell yeah. Oh boy. Just gonna get myself set right here at the buzzer. Got me feeling real patriotic. If only for a moment. Kickoff is coming up next in Denver. Audio's fine, appreciate that. Glad to see you in here, Big Fork. Seen you in here a couple of times. I remember you. Alright, so here's the thing. For everyone in here, we're trying to hit a goal. Alright, and so I'm gonna, hopefully I can earn this from you guys today, but we are 24 subscribers away from 400 subs. And that would be just one of the craziest milestones I think I've ever hit on YouTube. So, hopefully I can go out and earn that today. Man, I'm so excited. Can someone take some snow, please? I don't think we can. I mean, my town could use some. I'll say that much. Our lakes are freaking drained right now. Shout to all that serve. Yes, sir, my salute to all that serve. I think somebody that was in my chat, I think they had some active duty military guys. We take QBs from you, we can take some snow. Oh, God. I'll give you a 4th round draft pick for some of that snow, for like 6 inches of that snow up in the mountains of where I live. How about that? Mendoza was going to be a Colt. True. That would be perfectly fitting. He's definitely going to be a Raider. And I don't think Indy's got the ammo to trade up at all. Unless they feel like parting ways with Michael Pittman. But I don't feel like that's worth it. Because I think, didn't Dante Moore? Mom said it's our turn to take the quarterback when he's healed. No. No, Mom said Bo Nix is mine. Mom bought Bo Nix for me. Oh, man. And this is why we've got the best, this is why I say you guys are the best. We just josh around in here, man. It's fun. It's fun. Air Force vet here. Hell yeah, Kai. Thank you for your service, sir. Well, here we go, folks. It's almost time for kickoff. We got 3 hours to see who is going to the Super Bowl on the side of the AFC. We're now 23 subscribers away from my milestone as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we got 3 hours for everything to happen. To see who goes in this AFC to the Super Bowl. It is going to be it's going to be an incredible game. I'm psyched for it. We'll see who is getting the ball here in just a moment. Bo Nix is in attendance. Yes, sir. This one's for Bo. Oh, boy. And I mean, listen, the message all week, from the moment we knew what happened to Bo, was that there was just so much confidence in Jarrett Stidham. Everyone in this building believes in Jarrett Stidham, myself included, and it's almost time for some Denver Broncos football. They got Evan Washburn on the sideline. He's talking real quick. Stephon Diggs trying to get somebody up. Wife is a Rams fan about to subscribe. Hell yeah! Shout out to your wife, Kai. Hell yeah! Skid It's going to be Tyler Bidet on to return the kick as well. That's who they're circling around. I think McLaughlin is also going to be back there. A heartbreak still. Bo deserves this. I agree. And here we go. We are off in Denver. That will be fielded around the goal line and it'll bounce out of the end zone. Had my head turned away from the action for all of 5 seconds. So it'll be Jarrett Stidham on to lead this Broncos offense. Pat Bryant is back in the lineup as well. I'm not sure about Troy Franklin. Take the Seahawks for revenge. Manning, my favorite. I'll never forget that Super Bowl. I think that was more a failure on John Fox than it was anybody. I don't know why I moved the ball to the Pats. There we go. So, it's Jarrett Stidham's first career postseason start. I believe only his 5th start ever. Broncos at their own 35. Trips to the right side. Stidham under center. They send a man in motion. That is Atkins. They snap it, hand it off. Harvey looking for room up the middle and only able to get a couple, maybe up to the 37-yard line goes RJ Harvey. And that is how we will open things out. Just a short gain, not a whole lot of running room there for RJ Harvey, and of course trying to ease Jarrett Stidham into not only his 5th career start, but his first career postseason start in the conference title game. So here we go. It's an offset I. They send Humphrey in motion around a little bit before settling. No, he'll go to the right side fully now. Believe this is 21 personnel for the Broncos. Stidham will snap it. Will hand it off again. That is RJ Harvey looking for anywhere to go. Breaks out of one tackle, but unable to get anywhere. He got blown up immediately big. Number 94, that is Corey Durden for the Pats. With incredible penetration, one of the few real defensive tackles on this roster. It's Spillane that got in there as well. And early, it is going to be a 3rd and long for these Denver Broncos. It's a gun set with trips to the left side. Now Bryant in motion. He will still remain in that trips. More of a stack than a bunch. Now he's going to get out of it entirely. Still on the left side. Stidham snaps it. Pats bring 5 or 4. Stidham rolling. He got hit as he threw, and it's incomplete. Stidham trying to extend the play. The Pats got back there with only 4. Absolutely demolished that Broncos offensive line, and it's an early 3 and out for this Broncos offense. Oh, that's a good rep by that Pats pass rush there. Just immediate pressure in on Jarrett Stidham. Now that's going to bring on Marcus Jones. 14.3 yards a punt return in his career, best all time. And here we go. It'll be Crushin on for his first kick of the day. It's a win for the Patriot defense. They snap it. Crushin gets the kick away, drifting towards the far sideline. Will not be fielded, and that is a great kick by Jeremy Crushin. And they are going to mark that out at the 8-yard line. So an incredible kick by Jeremy Crushin to flip the field, keep Marcus Jones from getting his hand on the ball. And here we go. It is now the Drake May and Co. show. Ramondre Stevenson will be getting the start at running back. And it'll be up to this Broncos defense to get a stop while this offense tries to figure itself out. So here we go. That's getting ready to break that huddle. I see somebody holding a Kona in the crowd. It's the first time I've seen a real-life person drinking Kona Big Wave. So here we go. It'll be under center, single back for Drake May. It'll be 12 personnel, 2 receivers set out to the right side for May. They snap it. May will hand it off to Ramondre Stevenson up the middle, barreling through, and he's up to about the 12-yard line, gain of 4. This Broncos defense really trying to hold the line here. Again, they had a rough go against Buffalo. They did force a bunch of turnovers. However, were unable to force a punt, and outside of the turnover drives, Buffalo's offense was able to do whatever they wanted against this Broncos defense. We'll see if Vance Joseph had the special sauce to stiffen it up today. I-form set now for the Pats. 2 receivers over to that right side. Now Hooper will motion back in. They snap it again. They will hand it off again. Stevenson looking for room, and he's got nowhere to go. Couple of Broncos in. Dre Greenlaw, the one coming up out of the pile. Dude, Bryson City NC listening to you. Best show ever. Appreciate you, Brian. Appreciate you. So after an early gain, they gave him 6 on the play. Denver's defense stiffening up here on second down. That'll force an early third down now for the Pats. Third down defense was a bugaboo for the Broncos last week. It is 3rd and 4 here. Pats were 3 for 14 on third down against Houston. Diggs will go in motion from slot right to outside left. May will take it. Standing in, gets rid of it. Quick, nearly intercepted! Riley Moss was working on Diggs. Hufanga came in from the side. Could have easily had that picked, but the Broncos themselves almost get the interception. They force the 3 and out. Great play by Talanoa Hufanga. Just gets jarred loose by Stephon Diggs. I mean, great defense. Aloha from Big Island. Aloha to you as well, Gary Woolham. Glad to see you in here. And here we go. That'll be Barringer now on for the kick. Punting this from inside, give or take his own goal line. They snap it. Barringer able to get that thing away, working on quick timing. Bit of a short kick, fielded by Mims. No fair catch. He'll get wrangled around back inside his own 40-yard line. That is a great play by Brendan Schooler. One of those good special teams aces for the Broncos. So we got back-to-back 3 and outs by both of these offenses. Nothing happening for either one. And this was the kind of game that a lot of people were going to be talking about. This was going to be a defensive game from the moment we knew that Bo Nix was not in this. And now we'll have to see if the offense can do enough. They're going to have it at about their own 41, somewhere between the 41 and the 38. It'll depend on where they give Marvin Mims forward progress on it. Because again, he did not fair catch that return. Hey, listen, we tried some RINs, and it did not go very far. I made a video about it, but I think you gotta hand Jaleel McLaughlin the ball a little more. Gotta give it to Jaleel McLaughlin. Very, very much so. We've already broke 10 likes right here. So, I mean, you guys are absolutely outstanding today. 310 here in Bangkok. Go Broncos. Hey, that's some commitment right there. That's some commitment right there. Appreciate you jumping in here, Big D. Let's go. What up, Dad? We got Dad in the chat. Let's go. We got Dad. We have hit a commercial break, so you are not missing anything. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are enjoying the broadcast so far, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm only 23 subscribers away from that 400 mark. I would love to break that by the end of the game. I'm shooting for the moon. And man, we got everything going right today. Everything. Banger stream. We got Dad in the stream. Let's go. Everyone say hi and show my dad some love. Drop the link for that. You should just be able to, I think there's like if you're watching on your phone, I think under the stream, Dad, there's a little arrow thing. You should just be able to hit that to copy the link on it and share it. Appreciate you. This is why we love Dad. All right, we are back in Denver, running through all the sponsors. Oh, hey, Ender's got you. Yeah, Dad, Ender's got you. He put the link in chat. But we are back in Denver. Back-to-back 3 and outs for these offenses. Nothing much happening. Denver at their own 41. It'll be Stidham in the pistol. They're going to send Humphrey in motion to the left side. It'll be 3-by-1 set. Now it's a gun set with Harvey going to the side. Stidham will snap it. Pats bring 4. Stidham standing in, stepping up, dancing around in the pocket, escapes pressure, gets set, lets one rip down the side, and it is incomplete. Not enough space for Harvey along the sideline there. Couldn't corral it in either way. And that'll set up 2nd and 10. Broncos trying to take advantage of a relatively good field here. And take advantage of this early field position. Not often you get handed the ball at your own 41. Ooh, okay. Okay, so there was a penalty on it, actually. So, Harvey ran out of bounds and then came back into the field of play, was the first guy to touch the ball. So there was a penalty. It's a loss of down, obviously, incomplete, and a loss of yardage, I think. No, just the loss of down. Stiddy will come out in an empty set. Pat Bryant will go in motion to make it a 3x2 set, 2 to the right. That is the top of the screen, 3 down to the left side. Now they send Bryant back in motion. They snap it. Blitz is on. They screen it quickly outside to Mims, but it's incomplete. Too wide for Marvin Mims. You can tell Stiddy is just, he's a little frustrated with himself. Maybe got a little bit of the conference championship nerves. Omerta, hell yeah. Glad to see you in here. Appreciate the kind words, Brian. I think Stidham's got to calm down. I think he's nervous. It's 3rd and 10. Shotgun set once again. Sutton will go in motion right to left. He'll set up on that left side. Widest man out, bottom of the screen. They snap it. Stidham dropping, standing in, letting one rip, going deep. Stidham with a man open. He's got Marvin Mims inside of the Patriot 10-yard line. Jarrett Stidham with a perfect little moon ball to hit Marvin Mims in stride. Marvin Mims, the playoff hero from a week ago, making himself known here today. And it's just a straight fly route. The safety gets twisted up. Number 21 on the back end just gets twisted up. Marvin Mims rockets past Christian Gonzalez. And Marvin Mims making an impact with a deep ball. Stidham with a perfect throw. And Denver is right down in the red zone. Hell yeah. All right, so we've got a timeout on the field. Not sure what it's about. It is a Denver timeout. Not sure why they took that timeout. I want my Mims first TD. Give it back to Mims. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We are in a timeout, so we're sitting here for just a minute. Perfect throw for sure, absolutely. I do think Mims went to the sideline though, so I think he's going to be out for a play. Here we go, 11 personnel for the Broncos with a tight end and a running back. That running back is Jaleel McLaughlin. Under center for Jarrett Stidham. They're going to bring Pat Bryant in motion right to left to make it a 2x2 set. Stidham will hand it off to Bryant, who breaks out of one tackle, breaks out of another, and it's a miracle that he got that back to the line of scrimmage. The Pats snuffed that out almost immediately, trying a fun little end around, and just nothing much happening for him there. Here for the Stiddy Legacy game. What's up, Trent? What up, Little Dustin? We got all the boys in here. We got everyone. My God, we got the whole gang in here. Let's go. 2nd and goal for the Broncos now at the New England 6-yard line. It'll be Stidham under center once again. This will be 21 personnel. Play action for Stidham, rolling, floating, end zone, touchdown Denver. Courtland Sutton came open on the play action boot, and suddenly Denver's got a 6-0 lead. It's a 59-yard drive spurred on by the long Marvin Mims play to get him into the red zone, and just like that, Denver has come out on their second drive and made it happen. And again, as I said, it was 21 personnel. Prentice slides over to block the backside. Stidham just rolls it out perfectly, and it's Courtland Sutton getting himself a playoff touchdown. And that's going to bring on Will Lutz for his first extra point of the day, which is up. And it is good. I hit the wrong button. There we go. 7-0 Denver with 10:19 to go in the ball game. The big play to Mims led to the touchdown by Courtland Sutton. And that takes us to commercial break. Jarrett Stidham finding his rhythm. Bo Nix with a smile. You keep Nix, we'll take Stiddy. It could happen. That's a legit thing that could happen. I think Stidham is under contract through 2026. I just don't know. I just don't know if Stidham, or if Peyton really wants to let Stidham go, but I don't think Stidham wants to be a backup when Nix comes back. We have just gone to commercial break. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to hit that like and that subscribe button. We are having a hell of a stream already. You guys have been outstanding already. 24 of you in here, already broke 13 likes. Let's see if we can break 15 right now. And again, 23 subs away from 22 now from the 400. We're almost there. We are almost there, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do it. But we have gone to commercial break, so you are not missing out on anything. It was a 59-yard drive by the Broncos offense, spurred by, again, a massive play by Marvin Mims, and then a touchdown catch by touchdown throw by Jarrett Stidham to Cortland Sutton from 6 yards out. Just a perfectly designed little bootleg. They run the corner with Sutton over on that right side. So the Broncos have forced a punt and scored a touchdown. Volcano went off yesterday. It was awesome. Damn. Been a backup for 6 years. He likes it. Here's a Super Bowl champ. Hopefully we get there. It'll be really interesting to see how the NFC shakes out tonight. Say my wife, much luck for her Rams. Not. Oh, Lordy. All right. Think of the old Fumblerooski. Hey, we almost had a pick. They almost had a pick. You gotta think about that. They're almost getting a pick on that first drive. I like our chances. This Pats offense is really, really good, though. Really, really good, though. Stidham is the, I want to say, third highest paid backup in the league. I think he's the third highest. I think there's a couple of guys in front of him that are paid a little more. Mariota might be paid higher than him. And then I guess Kirk Cousins would have counted at points this season. Pressure Drake May, agreed. Agreed 100%. You know Davis Webb and Sean Payton have been chomping at the bit. So here we go. Lutz will boot this thing back to the Pats after the score. Fielded on the right hash near sideline at about the 3. And he is up past the 30 to about the 31-yard line. Dondre Tillman in on the tackle. Returned by number 34. If I can find a number. Dernis Johnson. Practice squad call-up for the Pats this week. Of course, they've had a couple of injuries to those backup running backs this year. What a graphic. CBS coming out with banger graphics. Mariota, Mills, and Stiddy. Okay. So here we go. It'll be May with a split backfield. Westover in there with Stevenson. They snap it, standing in the pocket, letting one rip over the middle. He's got Diggs. Going against zone coverage there by the Broncos. Tackled by Singleton. Looked to be a gain of about 5 or 6 for the Pats. We'll set up second and medium now. As the clock ticks below 10 minutes, it's a gain of 4 to Stephon Diggs. Again, just working against Broncos zone coverage. Found a nice little soft spot. It's now an I-form set for the Pats. Heavy, heavy personnel. They snap it. They hand it off going right side. Westover trying to pave the way. And Dre Greenlaw will keep Ramondre Stevenson from getting to the sticks. It's a gain of 5, but Dre Greenlaw drove him into the turf to ensure that he could not get any further. Another call up for the Pats making an appearance here, or activation, Mac Hollins. Like the way Greenlaw's playing, what a job that would be. True. Being a backup QB would be sick. 9:04 to go in the quarter here. May will hand it off out of not quite full house, and I think he's got it just barely. We'll see what the spot is, but the initial look appears to be that he has got the sticks. Very short gain there. Broncos certainly selling out for it. They brought Tonga in to serve as the fullback, one of the big defensive tackles Yeah, Broncos just can't get to Stevenson in time. PJ Locke and Dre Greenlaw coming up from that second level. So it's a new set of downs for the Pats at their own 43-yard line. May in the gun, 3 to the left side with a tight end isolated to the right. May trying to get the protection set. Play clock down to 4. They've got to get this off. They do. He will play fake it, screen it over to the left side. He is blown up by Jaquan McMillan. And then the rest of the cavalry gets there to knock him back to the 41-yard line. Jaquan made first contact like humanity to aliens. And it was aggressive. Outstanding play by McMillan. Makes the read, slows him up, and then the rest of the cavalry able to arrive for this Bronco defense. Big play on first down. And it's a loss of 2. Pats knocked back to their own 41-yard line, or between the 41 and 40 now. May will be in the gun once again. He's going to send Hooper in motion. He will get set on the right side to make it 2x2. He snaps it, dropping, standing in the pocket, loading up a deep shot down that left sideline, and it is batted away. Pat Surtain, step for step with Stefon Diggs up the far sideline, and it is incomplete. Great play, he was working on Keyshawn Boutte. Couldn't get a number on him there. Great play. They're both hand fighting. Surtain looking for the ball. Bats it away right as it gets there. Great play by this Broncos secondary. Humanity to aliens. Come on. I got to come out of the bag for the title game, man. 7:27 to go in the first. 3rd and 12 for this New England offense. This Broncos defense right now in midseason form. May snaps it out of the gun. Benito with a free rush. Hits him as he throws. He gets it away. But the tackle is made on Stefon Diggs. Devin Key was in on coverage. Short gain. Benito came around on a free rush. Got it away, but they did not get far. Gain of 3. Devon Key with some play time. The all-pro special teamer. Will Campbell absolutely whiffed. And this was something that I talked about in the game. In my keys to the game. Benito should have a field day. So it's going to bring on Barringer for his second punt. They will be punting this line of scrimmage at their own 44 after the 3-yard gain on 3rd and 12. Here's the snap. There is the kick away. It'll be Mims on to return. And he's playing poison control, trying to make sure nobody touches that football. There are Broncos actively running away from the football, and that will be downed at the Denver 22-yard line. Couple of guys getting some nice words in. Mims with Brandon Schooler getting some pleasantries in, and I do mean actual pleasantries. So it'll be Jarrett Stidham now in the offense, working with the lead as they get the ball back when we come back to from commercial break in Denver. Ladies and gentlemen, we are having a beautiful stream up to this point. Just broke the 15 like mark. You guys are the best. We are having a hell of a day. 2 subscribers away, by the way, from 380. So if you are truly enjoying what you're hearing, don't forget to subscribe as well. Again, we're making that push for 400. We're almost there. We are almost there. I like the old school logos. That was kind of the vibe that I tried to go for when I was designing my channel initially. Just because, and it was out of just, I like this logo better than the current one. So I'm like, you know what? We'll use the retro logos wherever I can. And then Ender did a really good job of integrating a lot of like that retro feel when he did the logos and everything and the graphic design for the channel. I mean, like I gotta give a big shout out to Ender for that. Sending subs my way. Hell yeah, Kai. Appreciate you. But yeah, if you were curious about that story, Big Fork, that is how we do things around here. Kind of try and swing the retro. I think the 90s NFL just looked so much better. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I am a sucker, absolute sucker, for like those old long sleeves like Emmitt Smith used to wear, dude. Iconic. Tony Dorsett in those crazy long sleeves. Come on. Oh, we are still in commercial break. We're not missing anything at all. Omerta, I agree. Crush. Real quick, I'd love to give a huge shout out to the best crew in the world, Ender Games with the graphics. Of course, Bok Choi being here as a mod, he's been big for support as well. Big shout out to my dad in chat, love the guy, love him. Big shout out to my best friend in here as well, Little Dustin. Going to the store at halftime, there you go. And a huge shout out to all of you in the chat watching with me. We are back in Denver. If you are watching this on CBS, it is Jim Nance and Tony Romo. If you're listening around here, well, you're listening to me and maybe watching the game. We'll see. Alrighty, they're running through all their sponsorships. I gotta blow my nose next commercial break, but here we go. 1st and 10. 6:33 to go for the Broncos at their own. They gave them the 23-yard line. Stiddy going to come out under center here. Troutman will go in motion. It's going to be 12 personnel set for Stidham. Strong to the right side. They snap it. Stidham will hand this off. Harvey making a man miss in the backfield, and Harvey finding a little bit of room, finding through a tackle, and Harvey with a gain of 9 when he was dead to rights in the backfield. RJ Harvey with some electric moves in the backfield. Goodness. Rin J. Harvey, yes, sir. Listen, they got to rin the ball. That's all I'm saying. They do got to rin it effectively. Rin, rin, rin. It's a gain of 9 for the Broncos up to the 32-yard line. Or to the 31, excuse me. Stidham in the gun here. It's a 2x2 set. He snaps it, play fakes it to McLaughlin, rolling to his right. Dumps it off. He's got Pat Bryant at the sticks. It's only about a gain of 3 or 4, but it's enough for a new set of downs. Stidham having to stand in there and drift around quite a bit. New little development here. Pat Bryant wearing a Guardian cap, looking like Romeo Dobbs out here. Which, I mean, the kid needs it, man. He's had some concussion issues this year, and I hope he's still able to be okay. Great play by this Broncos offense right off of the bat. Total yards, 17-71. So, Little Dustin, you got your satisfying numbered mirror there. Here we go. Stidham in the gun. Again, it's a 2x2 set. 11 personnel. 3 wide receivers on the field. They're going to send. That is Elijah Moore in motion. Stiddy going to take it on a read option, and he had room. Slides down after a gain of 8 up to the 43. Jarrett Stidham running the read option. Goodness gracious. I mean, absolutely no one was expecting that. 44 comes around off of the edge like he's going to kill that man. Stidham with a bit of with some read option magic as the clock ticks below 4:37 in the game. Great read by Stidham. I believe that was Chiazon that was on the side. That would have been contained. I-form set now for Stidham. 22 personnel. They snap it. He will hand it off. Harvey going up the middle. Stutter stepping. Fighting. And we'll see where they spot this. He looked just about a foot, maybe a few inches short of the sticks. Running out of the eye. Oh, they give him the first down. It's only a short gain for the Broncos running game, but it is a first down. Oh, seeing all the Jarrett Stidham signs over in Denver. That's got to be electric if you're Jarrett Stidham, man. Tony Romo's trying to do a play on words on Stiddy. We've already done them all. 3:42 to go in the game. Stidham under center again. They're going to send Mims in motion now to the left side. Stidham hands it off. And not going to get far. Harvey able to fight back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a gain of 1 out of that. Not a lot moving there. This Pats front has been hard to run against. One of the better run defenses in the league. 6th. The Jedi is strong. True. Omerta Bo is in his ear. Maybe he's got a little mic up there. Peyton was worth more than just 1 first-round pick. Agreed. And we do have an injured Pat on the field. That is Robert Spillane for the Patriots. Yes, Robert Spillane did not get up. Number 14, one of those linebackers for this New England team. A guy that they love a lot. See if I can find where he plays in this defense. I've got my stuff set a little weird here. Where is he? What position does he play? Am I looking in the wrong spot? I feel like I've done this with a couple of guys. I can't find him. Oh, there he is. There he is. Yep, Robert Spillane, number 14, that's starting left inside linebacker in this New England 3-4 defense. Of course, manned right now by Terrell Williams. Their defensive coordinator coming into the year ended up with cancer, so I do hope he was able to fight that off, and I do hope that Robert Spillane is all right. I'm going to run and blow my nose while we got a quick commercial break, so I will be right back. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're killing it so far today. Whew. Yeah, my nose was stuffy. But are these the droids they are looking for? Did you ever build a data center? No. I don't think I built a data center. Well, actually, yeah, kind of, technically. I'll show you guys. So for anyone that doesn't know, this is what I do before games. I do this the day before. I write down all of the rosters. So I've got everybody. So everyone's accounted for. So for the Pats, it'll be Jack Gibbons that will be stepping up now into that left inside linebacker spot again in that New England 3-4 defense. Hey, glad to see you in here, Darren, by the way. Happy to see you in here. You need one? My brain's a... Dude, I've been so hyper-fixated on football, my brain might as well be a football data center. So again, it will be Jack Gibbons coming out, taking on the green dot for this New England defense. Robert Spillane, the one that usually wears that. Stidham will come out in the gun. Sutton will go in motion to the right side, set up at the top of the screen. 3-by-1 set for the Broncos here. Stidham snaps it, hands it off to Harvey, trying to go right side, and he gets driven back with force. Great tackle. That is Woodson. That's starting free safety for them. Craig Woodson coming up and making a huge tackle. Outstanding play by that free safety. Wouldn't miss you for the big game. Appreciate it, man. 3rd and 9 after no gain from the 45. Stidham dropping back in the gun. Blitz is on. Stidham stands in, gets rid of it, and it's incomplete. That ball was dropped by Courtland Sutton, who suddenly in the last few weeks has developed one of the worst case of the dropsies I have seen. He's there working on Christian Gonzalez, gets wide open. That ball is right where he needs it. Could be slightly better. Stidham got it away under duress, but these are the plays that those number one receivers need to make. It's a good enough throw from Stidham. Sutton's got to be on that, man. That'll bring on Crawshaw. So here we go. Crawshaw going to be looking to keep Marcus Jones contained. Not going to even give him a chance. That ball will bounce into the end zone for a touchback. New England's going to get that at their own 20-yard line. 2:20 to go in the first quarter. No, but like, Sutton's really had the drops lately. Like, I don't know what it is about the playoffs, but Courtland Sutton has had some of the worst drops I have seen in a minute. I know Sutton was always prone to a weird drop or two, but this is bad. Yeah, that is tough. So here we go. New England going to have this at their own 20-yard line. 2:20 to go in the first quarter. 7-0 Denver after the early touchdown. We'll see how New England responds if they're able to muster up some points on this drive. Single back set for New England. Mac Hollins in the slot to the right side. 12 personnel. They hand it off. That is Travion Henderson trying to get some work up the middle. And he's up to about the 23, 24-yard line, gain of 3 or 4 on that one. Travion Henderson, a promising rookie that New England has a lot of faith in. A lot of faith. He's been really good in this, dual running back approach by committee here for these Pats. And he's been a big reason why they've been so good this year. It'll be 2nd and 6. May going to come out under center once again. Another 12 personnel set. 2 receivers stacked left side. There you go. Play fake. Rolling to his right. May gets sacked. Dropped. Q Robinson, the rookie. One of the backup Sam linebackers for the Broncos in their own 3-4 defense. Didn't even give a tight end the time of day. Just rushed in on Drake May. Kept the pressure on and eventually threw him to the ground. Yeah, just breaks through Henry. He's got guys behind him that can watch that route. And then Q Robinson comes in and just rips Drake May to the ground. Didn't do a lot this year as a rookie, but he makes a big play here. 3rd and 15. May dropping in the gun. Checking it down. It is dropped. Throw is too short for Ramondre Stevenson. Off of his fingertips, and the Broncos force yet another 3 and out with 1:02 to go in the first quarter. Great coverage. Jahdae Barron playing his deep man, lets him go as he sees the ball release. That's a good rep from Jahdae Barron. That's a pretty good rep from Jahdae Barron. So again, Behringer has to kick this thing from basically his own goal line. 2nd time that's been the case today. 3rd punt overall. He does get it away cleanly. Mims standing at his own 42, and great tackle once again. Brendan Schooler, just an absolute heat-seeking missile on this New England special teams. The backup strong safety coming in and laying down Marvin Mims. Great play by the New England special teams. That's a dangerous return man that you're kicking to there. And listen, Broncos or not, I gotta give my props where props are due. I gotta give them. Brendan Schooler is a problem. Why isn't that man a starting linebacker? That's my thing, dude. Why isn't Schooler a starting linebacker? Yeah, that guy is an absolute missile. I think Denver could use a guy like that. Goodness, we have gotten a commercial break with 54 seconds in the first. You are not missing anything. We got 30 of you in the room, up to 16 likes. Let's see if we can't break that to 25 by halftime. And real quick as well, for anyone new here, hello, I'm Miles Smith. This is the Crushin It show that you are currently viewing. I do all the live game calls for the Broncos over on my end. If you're enjoying what you hear, don't forget to subscribe. We're 1 away from 380, and we are 21 away from 400 subscribers. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's keep her pushing. Once again, we are in commercial break. We've got the 1 scoring drive in this game. The 59-yarder by the Denver Broncos went from their own 41 inside of the New England 8-yard line on 1 play to Marvin Mims. And now we're just in a bit of a deadlock again. Very, very defensive game from the get-go, by the way. Very, very defensive game. I did not mean to delete that tab. What am I doing? Alrighty, let's get you guys some stat updates while we're here. I think you guys will like to hear this. Drake May, 3 for 6, 7 yards with a sack. Stevenson, 4 for 10 on the ground. Henderson, 1 for 4. Stephon Diggs with the only New England catches for 7 yards. Defensively, just a lot of tackles all around for these guys. Bryce Behringer has punted 3 times already, averaging 40 yards a kick. Long of 44 for him. And then on the Broncos side, Stidham 3 of 7, 60 yards and a touchdown. Harvey 6 for 13. Stidham 1 for 8. Bryant 1 for 1. Marvin Mims 1 for 52. Sutton 1 for 6. Bryant 1 for 2. And then it was Q Robinson with the sack. Here we go. Broncos football again with outstanding field position at their own 43. Stidham under center. Humphrey will go in motion before setting up slot left side. Stidham will hand that off. That is Jaleel McLaughlin pushing the pile forward, and he's up past the 45 to the 47-yard line. About a gain of 4 on that one. Jaleel McLaughlin, he's been a sparky little guy for the Broncos. during his tenure here. We've seen him hit some home runs. We've seen him be the spark in some of these running games. Was the starting running back in 2023 after realizing that Javonte Williams didn't really have that juice anymore. Or 24, excuse me. At least for a good chunk of 24. Here we go, 2nd and 7. They only give him a gain of 3 on that to the 47. Ingram goes in motion. They snap it out of the gun. They throw it to Evan Ingram. Little motion route, and he's close to a first down. I don't know if he went out of bounds beforehand. Might be about a yard short there. No, it's a gain of 7. And that's a first down for the Broncos, and that will take us to the end of the first quarter, going into the second quarter, and a 7-0 ball game in the Mile High City. Broncos trying to put more points on the board with another touchdown. And New England still trying to find their footing at altitude. Goodness. Number 38, my favorite. I think right now he is probably the most consistent back in the room with Dobbins down. Alrighty, now that we got a full ad break, I'm going to run to the pisser. Don't worry, I won't be gone too long, and here's my cup of water. We will be hydrating soon as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe. One away from 380, and yeah, I'll be right back. Broncos got a chance to wrestle control in this game. They've got a chance to wrestle that early here as we get closer to starting the second quarter. We are still in commercial break, so you are not missing anything at all. Best play-by-play on YouTube. Appreciate that, man. I arrived at chair. That you did, Thax. That you did. I had to pee. I drink many a liquid. During these streams. I do. Speaking of. Water. We do like water. Hope you're having a good one today, Thax. Hope you are having a good one. Here we go. We are back at Mile High as the Broncos coming off of getting a first down to end the first quarter. Evan Ingram with a 7-yard catch. Here we go. 1st and 10 now on the New England side of the field. Sutton in motion all the way to the right side, bottom of the screen. Broncos now going left to right. Stidham will snap it, play fake it. Stands in, will dump this off to McLaughlin, who has to adjust for the ball. McLaughlin trying to cut around there, and it ends up only being about a gain of 1 down to the New England 46. Not a lot happening there for him at all. Family car is buried. Oh my god. Did I move setup? I did. I rotated it. Rotated my setup since probably our last game stream. Or last week might have been the first game that we did this like this. It's actually getting a gain of 2, which would be down to the New England 45. It's between the hash marks. Gun set now for Jarrett Stidham. It'll be 11 personnel for the Broncos. 3 wide receivers on the field. They snap it. Stidham, short drop, stands in. Lets one go to Sutton over the middle, down to the New England 40-yard line. It's a gain of about, give or take, 5.5. Tackled by Christian Ellis, one of the 2 Ellis brothers in this game. Jonah Ellis on the Broncos side. I'd have to take a pic and send it to you. It's wild. Jeez Louise. Stidham now 6 for 10 for 74 yards and a touchdown. Started the game 0 for 3 on that first drive. Sets up 3rd and 3. They send Sutton in motion to the left side there. Again, we're going to see more just of this 11 personnel. Adam Prentice, the one in the game at running back, however, likely in on protection. Stidham will snap it, throwing out route. He's got Lil Jordan Humphrey, gain of 4 when he needed 3. First down, Denver. And they keep moving. Lil Jordan Humphrey on a speed out, working over on Carlton Davis. Great throw by Stidham. Great route by Humphrey. Working over there on him. That was Carlton Davis and Marcus Jones in the area. Dropping a freezing. It's been high 50s. Jeez. It's been cold here, but dry for me. 13 minutes to go in the half. Stidham remains in the gun, 2x2 set, 12 personnel for the Broncos. Stidham fakes the screen, then they run the draw play to Harvey. Harvey with some room, up across the 30, gets tumbled down after a gain of 9 to the New England 26. RJ Harvey fighting forward, trying to get that yards per carry average up. He's been a little infuriating, man. They are coming out of the bag. Way to seal the edge by Adam Troutman there, turning around just to force a guy out enough. That was Evan Ingram, excuse me. Good block by the tight end. And it's a gain of 9. In Denver, knocking on the door of the red zone again. They get a first at the 25. They snap it out of the eye. Fullback dive to Adam Prentice. And Prentice gets the first down. And he gets inside of the New England 25-yard line, does the Broncos fullback. Brought in after the injury to Michael Burton during OTAs. And he's been pretty good this season, likely earned himself the starting fullback job from here on out in Denver. Burton kind of on the back end of his career. Stidham will remain under center. Calling out the mic. According to him, they're good. I-form set for the Broncos, 22 personnel. Stidham will hand it off. That is Harvey trying to go up the middle, trying to fight forward, and he gets down to about the 20-yard line. Gain of 3. And the Broncos now finding themselves in the high red zone of New England. And it's another area where they really need to work on. The red zone offense still not as strong as you would have liked to see against Buffalo. Ooh, time of possession battle. We'll talk about that in the next commercial break. Because this time of possession battle is bonkers. 2nd and 8, we'll get a gun set out of Stidham, 21 personnel. 2 tight ends left side, or 21 personnel, excuse me. Stidham standing in, rolling to his left. He sees some grass. He's going to try to take it. Pulls the ball in, and now he's down actually to the 19. Broncos weren't quite in the red zone yet. Gain of 2 on 2nd and 8, makes it 3rd and 6. Nothing comes open for Stidham downfield. Great coverage on the back end by the New England Patriots. Everybody blanketed. That is perfect zone coverage. Great job of passing everybody off in that zone by that Pats defense. The communication, you can tell. Mike Vrabel's got his fingerprints all over that defense. It's now 3rd and 6. Denver needs the 13-yard line for a first down. 2x2 set in the gun for Jarrett Stidham. Play clock down to 2. They get it off at 1. Stidham rolling to his right almost immediately. Pressure in on him. Stidham just trying to outrun him for it. And he's nearly there. Gain of 5 for Jarrett Stidham. Diving forward, trying to get around the corner. It's Christian Ellis that gets him down. And it's a good run by Jarrett Stidham, looking like a galloping gazelle out there. And immediately, so they overload the left side of the Broncos offensive line. And Stidham, that alarm clock starts ringing immediately. He's all smiles. He's hyped about this. That's a good run by Stidham there. He's up to about 13 yards running. And 4th and 1, I believe we are going to see this Broncos offense stay. And we've got a stoppage. Timeout by Denver. Their 2nd of the half with 9:28 to go. Play clock was running down. I think Peyton just wanted to see the personnel that the Patriots were in. Usually, I'd say take the points if it was a stolen possession here. And it's still early. I'm still leaning take the points. But the way this Broncos offense has been moving the ball, I got faith that they probably got something drawn up here. I'm willing to see it out. I'm willing to hear him out. We'll see if they just try the hard count on it, or if they just take the delay. Yeah, take the delay, try and draw them off sides and kick a field goal, or if they actually snap this thing. 4th and 1, though, I think they are going to snap this thing. Lean and go for it. Mainstream media all spice New England. Hey, it ain't over till it's over yet, and it's still a very, very close game. But here we go, 4th and 1. Broncos lined up to go for it. Single back set, 12 personnel, excuse me. Humphrey comes in motion, tied her to the formation. It's a play fake for Stidham, drifting, and it ends up intercepted. No, incomplete. Hit the ground. Craig Woodson jumped into it. That play got blown up immediately. Stidham had pressure in his face coming up the middle. Right there. Outstanding work by that Pats D line, able to affect the play. Stidham just trying to dump it off immediately, just throws it a little wide of Harvey. Ball ends up hitting the ground, and the gamble does not pay off for the Broncos. Oh, that will take us to commercial break. And it will be Drake May and the Pats offense with the ball when we come back to Denver. I'll go get you some of these numbers that I was talking about, some of the team stats here. So here we go, 12 total yards for the New England Patriots to the Broncos, 125. 79 passing yards for the Broncos, -2 net passing yards for the Pats. 46 rushing yards for the Broncos, 14 for the Pats. Broncos averaging 4.8 yards per play versus 1 for New England. 7 first downs to 1, 2 for 5 on 3rd down for the Broncos, 1 for 4 for New England. 0 for 1 on 4th down now are the Broncos. 26 total plays to 12. Broncos got a sack in. Q Robinson. Nobody's touched Jarrett Stidham yet. 5 total punts in the game. New England with a higher number there, 3-2. No penalties on anyone, or none that actually had yards. Broncos did have 1 penalty, and that was the illegal touching there by RJ Harvey. Time of possession, 13:56 to 6:42 in favor of the Broncos in a 7-0 ball game. Broncos 1 for 2 in the red zone. I'm a proponent of early in the game. I think you just take your points, because I think if Peyton takes his points right there, I mean, this is a 2-score game now. It's a 10-point game. Me personally, I'm taking the points there, but I can see why he didn't. But yeah. Once again, we are in commercial break. See if we can break 25 likes by halftime and see if we can crack 380 subs. We're only 1 away. If you're really enjoying what you are hearing here today, don't forget to show some love. We are having a hell of a stream so far. Appreciate each and every single bloody one of you. It's been a good day, man. It has. I hope everyone has had a wonderful weekend as well. I know I have gotten some time to relax and got some time to get all of this set up. Got some stuff I got to do once we're done and have all the post-game stuff done and all that. I'll have a couple of things to do. And then we will have the NFC title game. I won't be calling the NFC title game. I thought about it, but I do have some stuff that I got to get done later today. It just wouldn't have worked out time-wise. But here we go. New England's got it now at their own. They're going to have it at about their own 15-ish yard line. Yeah, their own 14. It's going to be a gun set here. 11 personnel. May dropping. Broncos bring 4. Cooper gets in. May able to break out of him. But it's DJ Jones and Malcolm Roach coming to finish him off. Loss of 5. Back to the 10. Or maybe a loss of 3 or 4-ish. Either way, big sack there for the Broncos. And they confuse Drake May. Nick Benito drops back into coverage. And it's Cooper flying around. They show a blitz. Cooper got there first, unable to bring him down, but it was DJ Jones and Malcolm Roach that finished him off. Loss of 3. Back to around the 11-yard line, I think is where they're going to give that to him. May in the gun again, snaps it, dropping, almost back to his own goal line. Lets one rip down the left side, broken up. Incomplete along the sideline, looking for Demario Douglas. Talanoa Hufanga ranging over to that near sideline. Demario Douglas had to go airborne for that. Just doesn't quite get both of his feet in bounds. Didn't really have possession of the ball anyways. Good play by Talanoa Hufanga. May just put it a little high for Demario Douglas. And now they're looking at 3rd and 13. 8:36 to go in the half. 3-by-1 set for the Pats. Gun set for May. He snaps it. Broncos bring 4. Standing in. May letting it rip. He's got his man up to the 30. That is Mac Hollins. And it's a first down. Able to stand in the pocket there. Pressure finally gets picked up on a 4-man rush by this New England offensive line. May able to hang in the pocket. Let it rip. A couple of chip releases there by the running back and the tight end. And it gives Drake May all the time in the world to find Mac Hollins coming across on a dig route. Bobbled the ball a little bit, but he does make the catch. Up to the 31, their second first down of the game, and now it's going to be an offset eye. 20 personnel, they hand that off, trying to go left side, following Westover. And Stevenson not going to get far, up to about the 33-yard line. Westover, the lead blocker for him there. And that is one of those very, very unique personnel packages. You don't see a lot of like 0-2 or a lot of OT2. You don't see a ton of 2-0 either. But New England, they come out in just 20 personnel. 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs, no tight ends. It's a weird set. Here we go, 21 personnel now for the Pats. Split backfield in the gun. At his booty that goes in motion to the bottom of the screen. Broncos bring 5. May stands in, lets it rip over the middle. That is Diggs. He is tackled almost immediately. Short gain. Surtain and Singleton in on the tackle. And that's going to set up about 3rd and short for the Pats. 3rd and 3. As this Broncos defense tries to get off the field once again. Clock ticks below 7 minutes in the game. They just brought out Kyle Williams. Not out of the game. He came into the game is what I was trying to say. One of those, I believe he is their slot receiver usually in this offense. It'll be another gun set. Running back as an up man. May dropping in, standing in a 4-man rush, and he will get sacked again. Maybe got back to the line, so maybe it's not a sack, but it's Zach Allen and Justin Stranad that are all over Drake May, and that'll force another New England punt. It's going to bring on Barringer for his 4th kick of the day. Broncos only bring 4. Singleton was up on the line to bluff it. Tillman forces May to step up, and that's right where Zach Allen and Justin Stranad are. Big plays by the defense so far today in a 7-0 ball game. So here we go. Barringer able to get that kick away. Had some pressure starting to dial in. Mims will wave it for a fair catch at the 17-yard line. Schooler, of course, the first one to greet him. Chad Muma in on there as well. I don't know if that one will get scored as a sack. Just because May got back to the line of scrimmage, I don't know that they score it as a sack. It does take us to commercial break. Of course, as these punts often do. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm going to run and grab me a little more water and a Dr. Pepper. Because, of course, that is my beverage of choice. I accidentally closed a tab I didn't mean to close. There we go. All right, I will be right back. I'm grabbing some liquids. Alrighty. Last Dr. Pepper, so we are going to savor this one. Little unfortunate. A smidge unfortunate, but that's okay. Still predicting 2 picks. Like it, Kai. Like it. I like it. And a fumblerooski. We're really throwing it in. We're really going for it. Broncos defense is playing great today, man. Not a ton of turnovers. It's almost reminding me of how they played early in the year, to be completely honest. It very, very much reminds me of early-ish in the season, kind of around mid-season when it was a lot of just forcing punts, not a lot of turnovers, yada, yada, yada. Oh, man. Always goes faster. True, it does. It is sweet sorrow, parting with my case of Dr. Pepper. That's okay. I get the last one. We are back in Denver, and I'm back here with the best viewer base in the National Football League. If you want to join it, subscribe button is down below. 21 away from 400. Here we go. Broncos ball at their own 17-yard line. Defense forces yet another punt. Broncos probably with their worst field position on the day. 5:50 to go in the half. Stidham will come out in a split set in the backfield. Mims in there with RJ Harvey. Mims will go in motion. Stidham hands it off right side. Spinning out of a tackle is Harvey, and he's up past the 20. Down at the 22. Gain of about 5. That's a good first play for the Broncos, getting some motion in. They know a lot of teams are going to key out of that Marvin Mims motion out of the backfield. And they use it to their advantage. Great running by RJ Harvey with a good spin move. With a very, very good spin move. Sets up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line. Stidham in the gun. Harvey will motion out of the backfield, and now he will reload to the left side. 2x2 set for the Broncos, 11 personnel. They snap it. Stidham, short drop, short throw, incomplete. Looking for Sutton there. Gonzalez was on him. And it is incomplete. Just trying to run a quick slant there. Maybe a little behind Sutton. Still hits him in the hands, though, with Christian Gonzalez on him. And he knows he needs to have that one. Sutton has been having one of the worst slumps I think I have seen a wide receiver have. 3rd down and 5. Broncos 2 for 5 on the afternoon so far in these situations. Humphrey will motion out of a trips to the right side. Stidham standing in the pocket. Eventually just dumps it off. Mims able to lean it forward, and he's got a first down. Stretching that ball over the line to gain. Great run after catch by Mims. He just runs a drag route. It's a mesh route. Or it's a mesh concept. Just 2 drags running against each other. And Mims stretches that ball past the sticks. First down. How many? Yeah, just the one. And it didn't go for any yards either. So that's a great play by Mims to keep the drive alive. Here we go. 1st and 10 for the Broncos. Stidham under center. They send. That is Elijah Moore in motion. First left, then back to the right side. They hand it off McLaughlin with some room to wiggle here, and he is up. That looks to be a gain of 5 or 6. I believe that is Gibbons in the area there. Jaleel McLaughlin getting himself some carries and making some stuff happen. Broncos have really slowed this game down. Keeping Drake May off of the field. They know what he can do to them. We do see Elijah Moore remaining in the game, so it is 11 personnel for the Broncos here. That is Nate Adkins and Jaleel McLaughlin remaining in the game. And now Adkins will motion in to make it an I-form set. And a motion Elijah Moore over to the right side of the formation. He'll set up behind the tackle. They hand it off again left side. McLaughlin trying to fight forward. And it's a gain of maybe 2. Up to the 34-yard line goes Jaleel McLaughlin. Sets up 3rd and 4. Broncos offense trying to get rolling again. They've had a couple of great plays this afternoon. Not a ton of points to show for it, though. They did forego a field goal, tried to go for it on 4th and 1. Didn't get it, so the score remains 7-0 when it could have been a 10-0 game. Pats get the ball in the second half. Stidham in the gun, Troutman in motion, trips to the right side. Three guys over there, 2 wideouts with a tight end. Trying to get everybody set. Play clock to 1. They get it off. Stidham standing in, trying to back away from pressure. Nobody to dump it off to. If that's a live ball, that's a New England touchdown. What a play. Stidham was drifting back. Stidham is trying to say it's incomplete. It would be intentional grounding if he did get his arm forward. New England sent the house. Stidham just sits there drifting, and then finally just kind of throws a sad little ball in the general direction of Tyler Bidet. So they do call it incomplete, and it is intentional grounding. So that's going to be 4th down, and the Broncos dodge an absolute bullet. Bo needs to start waving the magic wand. True. And we're going to see a challenge come out here, I believe, by Vrabel. He was holding that flag. So they are, okay, so the reasoning here, Stidham was not throwing it really forward, but because he's pushing it with 2 hands forward, they're saying that equates to a throw. That's why the flag came out. It's 4th and 24. This should bring out a Jeremy Crawshaw punt. I think Vrabel is still going to throw a challenge flag, and they're going to let him look at that. We'll see. Because the argument is that it was going forward, that it's not a backwards pass. And Vrabel's going to put that flag back in his pants. So he got his explanation. And that is a near disaster. Okay, so they're not calling it a touchdown, but they do call it a backwards throw, 1st and 10 at the spot of the recovery, I think. So they do rule it a backwards pass, I think. I don't know. Because they had Gene talking. They are... Oi, oi, oi. So if they let it go, it's a touchdown. If they just let the play go, it's a touchdown. It does end up equating to a backwards pass. New England ball. May comes under center now. Big personnel for them. May will throw it right off of the line, looking for Kayshon Boutte, and that is complete. It's a quick gain of 5 up to, I believe, the 6-yard line there. It absolutely should have been a touchdown. It should have been. I think the Pats are going to get a big ball don't lie moment here. And start putting some pressure on Denver. So the first real big mistake we've seen this Broncos offense make in these playoffs. Stidham just drifting back, trying to do too much. 2nd and 4 after the gain of 6. May in a gun set. He's got 3 receivers. Left side, it'll be 11 personnel for him. He snaps it. May gonna take it himself. Drake May! Touchdown, Denver, New England. Touchdown, New England. Goodness. Drake May taking it himself. Calling his own number and running it right up the middle. And that is a big touchdown for New England after that big turnover. Drake May calling his own number. Nobody in the rushing lane. Good block upfield by Ramondre Stevenson to wash out really the one guy that had a chance of doing anything in PJ Locke. I did say Denver, I'm sorry. So with 2:10 to go, it's going to bring on Borregales now for the PAT, and he knocks it through. And suddenly we've got a 7-7 ball game all over again, and you know Sean Payton is, he is not happy about that play from Stidham. Yeah, so the Broncos give up the touchdown there after the quick turnaround on the turnover. Great play by the New England defense, and a good play by Drake May to get New England into the end zone. And we got a ball game. Yep, that constitutes some sips of the Dr. Pepper. Throw one of these in. Playing fine up to that point. Now you just need him to settle back in. Now we gotta see how he responds. Yeah, it's essentially a 0-0 ball game all over again. It's just a 0-0 game now. That's all it is. Now New England's feisty. We knew they were going to be feisty. We knew it. We are 2 likes away from that 25 like goal by halftime. See if we can't get there, and we are 1 subscriber away from that 380 mark, trying to hit 400 as soon as we can. So if you want to help me out here and you're not subscribed already, go ahead and hit that button. Helps me out immensely. Yeah, bit of a weird sequence. So initially, too, they threw a flag saying it was intentional grounding, but I think instant replay review came in and overturned it. I think they should have just let it stand as the touchdown anyway. That's just a great play by that New England defense, and we knew that New England was going to be feisty. Like, we knew, obviously, that this was no gimme. Despite the history between these teams here in these situations. I mean, Jarrett Stidham, obviously you're playing with a backup quarterback. That's obvious. But this New England defense, man, they're feisty. They're good. And this offense, they can put stuff up. So now you just need to see how Stidham is going to respond to that. It cost a timeout. It shouldn't have. I don't think so. I'm not sure. I didn't hear anyone say it cost a timeout. I know Denver has already taken 2 of theirs this half. So we'll just have to see. Made him look elderly. Oh, so here we go. 2:10 to go in the half. Broncos going to get it back after the turnover. Here we go. Borregales boots this thing away. That ball will go through the end zone. And Denver is going to have it at their own 35. Jarrett Stidham now going to have to bounce back here on this possession. Has anyone screenshotted the backwards pass? Look straight, parallel. Yeah, I don't know, dog. I don't know. I couldn't give you really an explanation. Glad to see you in here, though. I believe you're new here. I don't think I've seen you around here, so I hope you're doing good, HMS. That's what we're going to go with. For the sake of me not embarrassing myself with bad pronunciation of the rest of that. Trying to hurry. So here we go. Tyler Bidet checks into the game at running back. Broncos will still come out with that 11 personnel. Adkins going in motion before settling back in at tight end. 2x2 set in the gun for Stidham. Stidham dropping to throw, standing in the pocket, pumping again, gets out of a sack, and just pops it towards the sideline. Incomplete, throws it away. 2:04 to go now. It'll be 2nd and 10. Pats are starting to blitz quite a bit here. It's Chiazon that initially wins against Mike McGlinchey, forcing Stidham to the left side. Makes it so he can't stand in there in the pocket. Stidham's just got to flip that thing away. Vic here, we going to score? True. Newbie, thank you. Hey, just glad to have you in here. I do hope you do enjoy your time here. Here we go. Jarrett Stidham now in the gun once again. We'll snap it. Dropping, standing, gets it to RJ Harvey over the middle, running a bit of a Texas route, and that's a first down Denver to take us to the 2-minute warning. Up to the 45-yard line go the Broncos. Into the 2-minute warning we go here. Oh, I love the angle route. That's perfect, too. That's kind of, I did touch on that at a point, saying, early in the game, I probably would have taken the points. Me, personally. Like, I understand why they didn't, but with it being the situation that it was, where it's early in the game, you're down there, and you're still in a very close game, yeah, you need the points right there. Because now we'd still be talking about a lead. But whatever. We have entered commercial break. 2 likes away from the 25-like goal by halftime. I know you guys can get me there. You guys are the best viewer base in the league. Anyways. Blah, blah, we play to win, no offense. Ay. We play to win, no offense. I'm with Vic on that. Be aggressive, but pick your shots. I feel like early in the game with where that was just a little too early to go for it, I guess, and the play got blown up anyways. I'm taking the field goal right there. Given the situation, everything, I'm taking that field goal, but I do respect it. If they got the first or touchdown, it's a different discussion. Yeah, like, that's football. Couple inches or a couple of things can change entire discussions, and that's just the nature of the game, man. That's just the nature of the game. That's the nature of any game, man. That's how all these games work. Listen, it's just how she goes, man, all right? Not a lot you can do in that situation. Every sport is a game of a couple of things going differently. Baseball, if this ball is 3 inches outside of where it was, third baseman doesn't get it for a game-ending triple play. Instead, it's a walk-off double. You know what I mean? Like, that's sports. You move on. You learn your lesson, you move on. And that's that. We are back in Denver. As long as we win the ball. Halftime adjustment when it's the game. Yeah. Ideally. 2 minutes away from halftime, or really, more speaking, $1:58 away from halftime. Broncos football off of the first down. Up to their own 45-yard line. The angle route by R.J. Harvey over the middle. Got him open. And he is there. Kirk Cousins standing on the sideline with the NFL Today crew. And here we go. Stidham will be in the gun once again. Sutton motioning all the way left to all the way right. 11 personnel for these Broncos yet again. They snap it. Stidham standing in. Pressure was getting in over the middle. Incomplete. Trying to rip one deep over the middle there. Looked like to Lil Jordan Humphrey. Looked a little bit behind for him. Hits the ground. Sound like a woman miles high. All right. So, 2nd and 10 off of the incompletion. Stidham just put it a little behind Lil Jordan Humphrey. Bit of a dangerous ball is what it ends up being. Does set up that 2nd and 10. Clock does stop. Broncos at the 45. Empty set for Stidham. Standing in. No, he's going to get torn down. Big sack for the New England defense. That is Christian Barmore. Big number 90 coming up the middle to absolutely destroy that Broncos drive. He just works Miners, just beats him inside right off of the snap. Quinn Miners gets absolutely run for a loop. He just gets beat. Gives him a free path to Jarrett Stidham. No protection in there in the backfield with anybody. As they have the empty set, the Pats do take a timeout, trying to get the ball back and double up before they go into halftime. So the O-line not giving Stidham a whole lot of help there. 3rd and 18 now. It's a loss of 8. Backs him up. Good chunk of distance there. I'll have the yard line in a second. I believe it's about the 37 is where they'd be. 3rd and 18 from the 37. Empty set again for Stidham. Standing in, he'll just check it down to Evan Ingram, and he's got a ways to go. Making a man miss and gets up to the 49 before he is dragged down. It will be 4th down for the Broncos. They get some of that yardage back, and now potentially they can pin New England deep in their own territory here with a punt from Jeremy Crawshaw. 1:42 to go in the half. And we'll see New England take their 2nd timeout of the half to gain a 12 on the catch and run for Evan Ingram. JK, okay. Sorry, my eyes have been away from chat. I'm just, my brain's catching up now. So it'll be Marcus Jones on the return. He's set up at his own 7-yard line. Crawshaw going to be looking to pin New England deep back in their own territory here. We'll see what he's got. Here we go. Crawshaw with the snap. He will boot this thing into the air. Drifting to the side. They force a fair catch at the 10-yard line. So about a 40-yard kick. 41-yard kick by Crawshaw. No return on the fair catch by Marcus Jones. Great punt coverage by the Broncos. So New England's going to have about a $130-something, $140-something to go down the field, try and put some points on the board before halftime. They do get the ball back to start the second half. I agree, but with you, Dustin, but I would like to see RJ Harvey develop a little more, but I think right now he is the more consistent back. So here we go, minute 35 to go for the Pats. They'll have it at their own 10-yard line after the punt. Gun set for May. Snapping it, he will hand it off, running a draw play, and Stevenson gets tracked down by Singleton in the cavalry after a gain of 4. New England just testing the waters there. A lot of teams do that. They give him a gain of 5. A lot of teams will do that. They'll start these situations with a draw play just to see what they can get on there. New England getting their play called at the line. They stay in a 3-by-1 set. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 11 personnel for Drake May in the gun. Broncos bring 4. May stands in. It is dropped. Looking for Hunter Henry over the middle right at the 20-yard line. Unable to connect. A little drop there by Hunter Henry, and that will set up 3rd and 5. Just closed his hands too early. Just tried to clamshell it too early like he's reaching for a frisbee going vertical on him. 63 seconds left in the half. 3rd and 5 for New England. Joseph barking out orders. Pats are 2 for 6 on the afternoon. They'll be trying to make it 3 for 7. 2-by-2 set, 11 personnel. May will throw it out short to Hunter Henry. Outstanding tackle by this Broncos defense. Pat Surtain wrapped around his leg. Stranad came to finish him off. And with 57 seconds, we're going to get a timeout by the Broncos to see if they can go down and get some points now before they go into the half. That's going to bring on Bryce Baringer for, God, what I think is probably his 5th punt of the day so far. It's been a punt fest, and Jarrett Stidham gonna try to show his teeth in a 1-minute situation. Mims will be looking to get an explosive return right here. We'll see what he's got. He's set up around his own 35-yard line, around the 30. We'll see what Baringer's got. Here's the snap. Here is the punt. Mims tracking. He'll catch it at his own 41, and he's going to try to get upfield, and he does, up to the 49. And so Denver set up with great position to go down and try to get some points on the board before we take this thing to halftime. 48 seconds to go in the first half of the AFC title game. They're going to cut to one of those quick commercial breaks with the eye on the field, which is the way I'd prefer they do it. Let's get one more like on here. We are 1 like away from my goal of 25 by halftime. You guys have been incredible. Let's see if we can get one more of you to subscribe to the channel to hit 380. You guys, once again, you've been outstanding today. Appreciate each and every one of you. Appreciate all of my crew coming out here. You guys are the best. And here we go. Back in Denver now after the punt. They've got this thing at their own 49. So if anything, it's a resumption of the drive that they had when they last had the ball. Stidham takes it out of the gun, dropping 5-step drop. Checks it down a little bit. Harvey breaking out of a tackle. Harvey getting into field goal range. Gain of 10. That's a first down. Able to wiggle out of a tackle. Just kept the legs churning, and he gets out of bounds with a first down in Will Lutz's field goal range. Stidham just able to hang in there. Oh, that was Gibbons unable to make that tackle. He had Harvey's legs, but Harvey just keeps him moving. And RJ Harvey with a catch and run of 10 or 11. And that gets Denver into the edge of field goal range. Now at the 40. Stidham dropping, standing, rolling. Keeps rolling, and he's just going to throw this thing away in the direction of Lil Jordan Humphrey there. Nothing coming open downfield, and pressure was kind of starting to get in. Hey, I never said I didn't like RJ Harvey, okay? I didn't like Rin J. Harvey. He's just raw. He needs another minute in the oven. He needs like another minute 30 in the microwave, okay? But he's making some damn good plays today, man. And this is all hands on deck. Hello again, Ender. Glad to see you in here. Glad to see you back in here. 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Stidham will remain in the gun. 3-by-1 set, 11 personnel on his end. 3 to the right. They snap it. Stidham, 3-step drop, throwing left side. He's got Cortland Sutton for a gain of 5, maybe 4. And there you go. It's going to make it 3rd and a little more manageable. Now gain of 6, 3rd and 4, 30 seconds to go on the clock. I like messing with me about RJ. I know. I like RJ. I do. He just needs another second in the oven. Ender, I will have to go look at those pictures here in a few minutes. So 30 seconds to go in the half. 3rd and 4 for this Broncos offense now at the New England 35. They are in field goal range. They'll be looking to get a little further down. Stidham taking the snap, dropping. Now he's going to roll a little bit here. Does he have the speed? Pump fakes and just gallops out of bounds. Loss of 1 on the play, maybe back to about the 36-yard line. Just scampered out, and that'll bring on Will Lutz to attempt the field goal. It's a bit of a long kick for him, but here we go. This will be from the right hash. It'll be about a 50-yard kick for Will Lutz, or 46 potentially. I'm not sure the range on this. It's a 54-yard attempt for Lutz from the right hash. Snap is down. Kick is up, and it is no good. Just hooked it back outside of the right upright. It started inside before crawling out. Just faded away. Pulled the screwball movement on him there. Lutz, he's been reliable all year. Just pulls it to the right side of the uprights. And now New England is going to have 20 seconds and a timeout to see if they can't work back into field goal range and potentially take a lead into the locker room. So 20 seconds to go, and they've got it at their own 44-yard line. Bronco defense looking to man a stand now. 2x2 set 11 personnel for May in the gun. Snaps it. Standing in. Lets it rip. Middle of the field, incomplete. Looking for Keyshawn Booty on the play there. Riley Moss in the area. Underthrown. 5 seconds. Come off. Just unable to put it where he wants it. Drake May has been inaccurate today. Missing a couple of balls. 15 seconds to go. Pats do still have that one timeout. They're about 20 yards out from field goal range. Or 15, give or take. May will again come out in the gun. 3-by-1 for him now. And that's going to be a false start. Left tackle of the Pats moves early. That is 66, I believe. See if I can find him there. That is the rookie. Will Campbell is who they get. I think Lutz's career long is 57. So that's going to back New England up 5, and they are now 20 yards outside of their kicker's field goal range, the edge of his, Andy Borregales. Another 3-by-1 set. They stay in the same personnel. Broncos rush 3. May standing in, letting one go deep down the middle of the field. That is incomplete. Threw it past everybody. Pat Surtain, step for step with Keyshawn Booty, and that is 3rd and 15. No connection, just trying to take that deep shot. Surtain looking for the ball again. Hand fighting between him and Booty. Good coverage, outstanding coverage by the reigning defensive player of the year. Yeah, I'm with you, Buck. I'm with you. So 3rd and 15 for the Pats. 9 seconds to go. Broncos again bringing 3. May has to step up, and now May's just going to run with this thing, trying to get what he can, and Devon Key able to tackle him down. And we'll see what this is. I think that clock ran out before Vrabel got a timeout in. We'll see. No, they'll get the timeout with 1 second to go. May slid down before the clock hit 0 because he knew he couldn't get out of bounds. So New England's going to get one more play here. Yep, he went down. He got touched by Key. He would technically be down by contact. Vrabel does get the timeout in. He does get it. So they're going to have 1 second left. So we'll see what they decide to do. Andy Borregales is out to attempt what would be an absolutely mammoth field goal. This will be a 63-yard kick to send New England into the half with a 3-point lead. It will be from the right hash. Here we go. Snap is down. Kick is up. No good. Did it get tipped? No, he just yanked it. That is very, very not good. And that is how we get to halftime in a 7-7 slugfest between these two teams. He absolutely yanked that. Couldn't even tell if somebody got a hand on that. That's kind of how weird the kicks look. It was tumbling. It was... Goodness. So what a shank there by Borregales. To be fair, though, not everyone's built to kick 63-yard field goals, okay? Let's... 0-0. That's all it is. Alrighty, we got the halftime numbers for you right here on Crushin' It. Drake May, 7 of 14 on the game, 41 yards, 3 sacks. 3 sacks taken anyways. Rushing, though, that big 16-yard run that got him into even considering a field goal range. That adds to his total of 22 yards. He's the leading rusher for the Pats. Ramondre Stevenson, 6 of 17. And Travion Henderson, 1 for 4. Receiving-wise, Mac Hollins, the leader, with 1 catch for 20 yards. Diggs, 4 catches, 12 yards. Kayshon Boutte with a catch for 6, and Henry with a catch for 3. Nothing else doing. Couple of guys with sacks on this. Christian Gonzalez for the New England defense. Christian Ellis with a sack and a forced fumble for the New England defense. And then Christian Barmore with a big sack as well. And we'll see who got that fumble recovery. It was Elijah Ponder that got it. So optimistic and happy. Fair enough. It does. You know what? It happens. I'm a bit intoxicated. It happens, Bach. I get it. Starting to thaw out. There you go, Ender. Shit in the britches. It happens. For the Broncos, Jarrett Stidham, 12 of 21, 123 yards and a touchdown. He has also taken 3 sacks on the game, and he does have the fumble that led to the New England touchdown. RJ Harvey, 9 of 29. Stidham, 3 for 15. McLaughlin, 3 for 9. Prentice, 1 for 3. And Pat Bryant with a rush for 1 yard. Receiving, it is Marvin Mims leading the way, 2 for 57. No touchdowns for him. RJ Harvey, 2 for 21. Had the big 11-yard completion on the Broncos field goal drive. Evan Ingram, 19 yards, had the 12-yard reception on that 3rd and 18. Sutton, 3 for 17, and the Broncos' only touchdown. Humphrey's got a 5-yard catch. McLaughlin's got a 2-yard catch, and Pat Bryant also has a 2-yard catch. Defensively, Zach Allen with a sack. They did call that a sack. DJ Jones with a sack, and Q Robinson with a sack. No forced turnovers by this Denver defense. Goodness gracious. It's been a very, very defensive game. Need a drink? You're cold. It happens. It happens. Happens to the best of us. We did hit our like goal for halftime. I knew you guys could do it. You guys are the best. And hell yeah, 380 subscribers. We are now only 20 away from that number of 400, ladies and gentlemen. Hell yeah. All right, so Ender sent me some snow pics. Sent me some snow pics. I'm going to have to go look at them now. Good Lord. Good Lord. And a duck for scale. We will not be elaborating on that. Jeez Louise. Yeah, that's deep. That is deep. That is just a lot of white powder. Oh, man. I think post those in the server. Put those in the server, Ender. That's crazy. Hell yeah. So what I can tell you, okay, I don't even know what to make of this so far. Hang on. I really don't know what to make of this because this Broncos defense is playing great. The touchdown they gave up was in a bad turnaround situation. I think New England was going to score that one way or another. But offensively, I mean, the O-line is kind of getting their ass kicked right now. This New England pass rush has been heating up. And I did say, that this Broncos offensive line is a lot better than New England or Los Angeles. And, I mean, they haven't played like it today. Not so far. Running game hasn't really been there. There's been a little more commitment to the run game, though, than we did see last week. Already, we've got 12 carries to running backs. Really, 13. So already, you got more rushing attempts there. Just not a lot of yards to show for it. I do still think... I mean, Denver's got to commit to the run here, and you've got to find a way to settle down Jarrett Stidham. Stidham's been a little wild, obviously, with the turnover there. He has been just a smidge wild with the ball. Little inaccurate. Yep, I'm right there with you too. He's got happy feet for sure. He's drifting and backing up in a lot of these pockets too when pressure starts getting in on him. It's going to be crucial that this Denver O-line really picks themselves up. Defensively, the only thing that I can think of that the defense needs to change right now is just force some turnovers. I mean, Hufanga had a chance for an early takeaway that would have put Denver really close to the New England end zone, obviously. That just ends up getting dropped. I mean, this Denver defense is showing out right now, and you need them to continue to do that. It is one of these kinds of games that Denver played a lot of during that win streak of theirs. Just these close games where they're the ones that are called upon, and they are stepping up right now. They are stepping up big time, this Denver defense. On the plus side, car is no longer buried. There you go. I can't say that you're going to want to drive in that at all, but but the duck is. Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, that was Buck that put it. Yeah, that duck is definitely buried. I can't imagine you're driving much of anywhere. Forgot to take my supplements today, so we're going to do that now. Can the car get going in the snow? Dog, I would not recommend driving in that weather. That did not look like driving conducive weather. Rin. That'll pressure them to blitz. Blitz the run, open up a good pass. True. And I will say, I think Stiddy is playing admirably, especially knowing that he is a backup. Like, I think he's playing all right. That one turnover was bad, but it's a backup quarterback. We're going to rally around Jarrett Stidham, and we are going to play good football. All right, there we go. Supplements have been taken. Alrighty. Before we get back out of halftime, I am going to run to the pisser. You guys have been awesome as always. Obviously, we hit the big 380. We're only 20 away. We are only 20 subscribers away from that big 400 number. We hit the like goal for halftime. See if we can't get to 50 by the end of the game, and I will be right back with you guys. I'm going to run to the pisser right quick. Be right back. I'm also going to grab some socks because my feet are cold. I'm back, just not all the way there yet. My feet are cold. I want some socks. Oy, oy, oy. Oy. 7-7 game at halftime, though. Killing it, not sure if you... Oh, Pudge, I remember you, dog! Shit! Haven't heard your name in ages, though, I'll keep it a buck with you. Holy shit, man! I remember you! Oy. Fucking get on, sock, please. My feet are cold. Defense is gonna have to win it with a turnover. Yeah, pretty much. And that, I'm pretty sure that was the game plan for the Pats, was essentially just like, hey, stack the box, don't let him run, force Jarrett Stidham to do something. And I think right now it's been working. They've been getting a lot of pressure in on Jarrett Stidham. Denver's got to find a way to move the ball on the ground. 100%. Either that or they've just got to find some easier completions for Jarrett Stidham. Like, I think we probably see a bit more in the short passing game. I definitely think we see a little more in the short passing game, and with a little bit of running game mixed in there as well. But yeah, I mean, there's got to be some sort of adjustment. With the pressure New England's getting, I think you've got to give Stidham some easy completions. Just give him some drag routes across the field, pretty much. I don't know. Oh, hey, my stream was basically operating from the very, very start of it. Hell yeah. Love that. Alrighty. Okay. We're not quite back from halftime yet. Of course, we still got a minute, but been a long time. Been good listening to you. Appreciate that, buddy. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's been years since I've seen you, Pudge. It's been years, dude. I have to assume that that Dustin shared it on Facebook. Maybe that's maybe we go check that for shits and giggles. Yeah, that snow is brutal out there. That snow is brutal out there, Ender. That Midwest storm is really really kicking shit around. That's bonkers, dude. That is bonkers. Oh, yoy. Alright, I still got about half my Dr. Pepper. I'm a smidge sad about the lack of Dr. Pepper. I need to fire the dude who plowed the road into the sun. Into the sun. I think you might need to fire the sun to you guys right now, the way it's sounding. Really. He did in fact share it on Facebook. Hi, my love. We have really gotten everyone. We got my dad, we got Pudge, we got my whole YouTube crew. My girlfriend is in here. Hi, my love. Very cool. Whole damn crew's in here. Got everybody. Oh, lordy, lordy. Chris Ballard has decision for pushing all up on the cards. I'm starting to think that Ender is going to put a call through to IDOT with and sound very, very unhappy. If you work at the Indianapolis Department of Transportation or the Indiana Department of Transportation, you may be getting an unhappy phone call in the near future. Excuse me. Yeah, you may, if anyone works at IDOT. Let's go Cowboys. Aight. You lying to me. We got the whole gang here, man. Oh no, I called them. Hell yeah. Indiana DOT is having a tough time. They don't do county or town roads. Oh, wow. Yikes. So here we go. New England will be getting this thing to start the second half. I do not need to move the ball. Here we go. Lutz will boot this thing. It will be fielded at about the 2-yard line with a bit of a running start up to the 20 to the 25. And he will be met at the 30 by Q Robinson. We'll see if they give him the 31 there. It looked like he kind of got there. But we'll see where they spot it. So here we go. New England offense has not been able to do much. Seahawks or Rams, make y'all's pick. Dog, I don't even know. I don't know. Need this win. Want to see the next game, Seattle and Rams. I probably will not be calling the NFC title game just because I've got some stuff to do after we get through the post game and everything, but they snap it from under center. A little screen over to Stephon Diggs to start things out. It gets him about a gain of 5. Up to the 36-yard line. 2nd and 5 now for the Pats. And it looks like we've got some snow coming down in Denver. This has turned into a snow globe defensive slugfest. Picked up at the town. Oy, oy, oy. So here we go. 2nd and 5 for the Pats after a little screen to start things off. I-form set with Westover in the game. 22 personnel for the Pats. They snap it, hand it off right up the middle. Ramondre looking for somewhere to go and not finding a whole lot of it. Stop his forward progress after maybe a gain of 2, give or take. Gain of 1 potentially. They give him the 2. Able to spin around and fall forward just a bit. And there is some snow in Denver. It is coming down. Snow is nothing compared to Ender's snow. Yeah, no. No traffic noise valid. 3rd and 3. May will come out in the gun. It's going to be a 3-man set to the right. No, Diggs will go in motion. He'll set up on the left bottom of the screen. Broncos showing pressure. Now they back it off. They hand it off to Stevenson, and Stevenson able to go over the top. And he's barely able to get to the sticks there. He needed 3. He basically got exactly 3, and that will give New England a new set of downs. Almost exactly at the 41-yard line. 1st down, New England. And that's just a good run. Stevenson able to bounce off a guy like a pinball, puts him up in the air and gives him enough to go over the top. So here we go. 1st and 10 for the Pats. I did see that. I-form set once again. They're going to hand it off, trying to go outside to the left side, and the Broncos are there to bring him down. Gain of only 1 on the play up to the 42-yard line. Sniffed out by that Bronco defense. Not getting very far. Messed up part is the last time I checked, we were only supposed to get a couple inches. Yikes. That's more than a couple inches. That's quite big. So it's only a gain of 1. They try a little halfback stretch with a lead blocker and Westover. It's going to be under center. 12 personnel. They snap it. May will hand it off once again up the middle, and he's got some room breaking out of a tackle. And he's going to be up on past midfield, I believe, to the Denver 47-yard line. Ramondre Stevenson with a good run. Streaking through this Bronco defense. He just gets a wide open lane over the middle. Allen can only get an arm on him. Breaks out of the arm tackle there from Allen, and Stranad, who gets bullied out of the play right as he makes contact. So that's a good run there by New England, and they are now down to the Denver 46. Bring Mac Hollins in motion. He'll set up left side, 21 personnel. They stay in these heavier sets. Westover in the game. They hand it off to Travion Henderson, giving Stevenson a break, and he falls forward for about a gain of 4. Up to the Denver, give or take, the 43-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on the play now, and New England starting to cook up something a little bit here. They're starting to get the run game going. Drake May has only thrown 1 pass on this entire drive. 11:07 to go in the quarter. New England has had it for the entirety of the third quarter up to this point. I form again, offset to the right. They send Hooper in motion. They will hand it off again. And Denver finally sniffs it out. Tackle for loss to the 45. Jonah Ellison making a play on it from the backside. They get Travion Henderson. They kill him in the backfield there. Loss of 2. Potentially a loss of 3, depending on how they spotted that. Outstanding play. Jonah Ellis was actually on the play side, excuse me. Fights through his block one-on-one with Hooper. Able to make a good tackle there. Defense. Agreed. And I'll make it 3rd and 9. Denver still trying to force a punt. Empty set for May. Nick Benito was almost getting in, and now May's going to use his legs. He's got a first down and more going down the left side. Drake May to the 16-yard line. Broncos lose contain on Drake May. Able to scramble up the middle, step up in the pocket, just turns on the jets, and he gets it to move, and that is an element in Drake May's game. He can run. Broncos brought 5, and the middle of the field just opens up for Drake May. Nobody was open down, the grass opened up, and now New England's got it in the Denver red zone, down to the 16-yard line. It's a great play by May. They go back to the I-form set. May will turn around, hand that off. That is Ramondre Stevenson, and he's going nowhere, going backwards as this Broncos front gets in on him. Now they got to unpile everybody. A Bronco ended up at the bottom of that pile. No gain. Drake May's got 50 rushing yards after that big one. Was a run at 28. Under 9:15 to go here in this third quarter. The Broncos have not even touched the ball this half so far as the clock ticks below 9:06. May in the gun on 2nd and 10. 3 guys over to the right side. Westover was part of it. Broncos blitz. Pressure getting in. May throwing one as he faded backwards and overthrew his target. Incomplete. Looking for Ramondre Stevenson. Nick Benito was in there on coverage, it looked like. Dropped him to Bluff. And he had coverage responsibilities there on Stevenson. He makes a good adjustment, seeing that his guy is going. Drake May gets popped as he lets that go. Malcolm Roach gets a lick in on him. So now Denver trying to hold to a field goal here now that New England is deep in their territory. 3rd and 10. May will come under center. They're going to send Mario Douglas in motion to the left. They play fake it. May will screen it to a tight end. Broncos defense was trying to set up for it, and I think he's got it. Hunter Henry on the tight end screen. He might have that first down. And the spot is calling it just barely short. And that's going to be 4th and inches for the Pats. Little play fake tight end screen. And he is going to be just agonizingly short of the line to gain. It is going to be 4th and very, very short. New England's going to leave their offense on the field. They've got their big defensive tackle, big number 95. They got a couple of defensive linemen back there. And they've got to take a timeout. Play clock was running way down. They had 2 of those big defensive tackles in the game. Goodness gracious. Who did they even have back there? Milton Williams was part of that. Part of those defensive tackles. And then you had big number 95, Kairos Tonga. Both of those guys were lined up at pretty much double fullback. Just getting ready for the unstoppable tush push. That's a wall. 8:10 to go in the third is when New England takes that timeout here. We're going to see him come out of the timeout now. Broncos trying to roll heavier personnel. 8 people listening to you. We'll say hello to the people in Bryson City, North Carolina. Appreciate Brian popping in here. Appreciate him showing you guys off to the world. Well, to me, I guess. Showing me off to the world. Here we go. 4th and 1. 2 defensive linemen have entered the game on offense. May tries it. Absolute wall. Denver saying they held him. And we'll see where they spot this. Denver might have stopped this. Every Bronco is saying that he's short. And there was an official that motioned first down. That would be just by barely. We'll see if he actually managed to get anything. He gets lost in the pile. I think he's short. We'll see what the virtual measurement says. I'd be shocked if we don't get something from the replay booth, or at least a challenge. No challenge. New England comes out quick. May's in the gun here with heavier personnel. And we got a challenge flag. Peyton coming in with a challenge flag right before they got the snap off. New England was coming in quick. Sorry if I don't stick around. Sorry, F. You're all good, dog. I get it. You've probably been out shoveling more snow than you've ever shoveled in your life. So Sean Payton does challenge the spot. New England was trying to get a playoff quickly, but Payton able to fire the challenge off. He must have saw something he didn't like. And that will take us into a commercial break. This could be a swing in points here if he is ruled short. I don't think he got it. The sky angle that they showed when they were showing that replay, Drake May did not look like he got anything there. I really can't say with confidence that Drake May got that first down. Of course, it will take a significant amount of evidence to overturn it. Obviously, all plays and challenges do. Goodness gracious. Oh, we're up to 29 likes on the stream. Let's hit that big number 30. You guys have all been outstanding today. Love having each and every single one of you in here. And let's keep that push for 400 subscribers going. We're only 20 away from that milestone. Would appreciate it if you help to push me over the precipice. Let's keep her pushing. It's been a great stream so far. You guys have been outstanding. It's been a good game, man. I'm a sicko that likes defensive games. Hello again, my love. Yeah, my girlfriend poked into chat too. I love that woman. Love her. Hello, my love. I am very happy to see you in here. We are still in commercial break. You are not missing anything going on in the game. We are currently in a challenge timeout. Sean Payton has challenged the ruling on the field that it was a first down. He didn't believe it. I didn't believe it either. Love good games with no injuries. I agree. This has been an absolute defensive slugfest, man. This is an old school defensive slugfest that sickos like me enjoy. We are still in commercial, so we are still awaiting to see what the decision on the call is. If it's overturned, Denver's got it deep in their own territory, but it is a turnover on downs nonetheless, and you keep New England off of the board. That would be one of the biggest stands of the game. Could be a turning point. And it stands. Wow. I didn't think May had that at all. That ball never looked like it passed the line of scrimmage. Wow. All right, the call stands. Denver loses the timeout. First and goal for the Pats. Douglas in motion around the backfield. No, he's going to go back. They hand it off up the middle. That is Ramondre Stevenson, who is pushing and fighting his way forward. And he is down now to the, I think they called him down to the 3 is where it looks like he's going to be. Second and goal for the Pats with 7:22 and counting down. No injuries, just good ball playing in a Broncos win. I would like that. I would like that. It has been a long drive for the Pats right now. Very long drive for the Pats. 7:05 and counting down in this third quarter. Drake May will come out in the gun. They're going to send Diggs in motion to the left side, make it a 2-by-2 set. 11 personnel for the Pats. They direct snap it. That ball that was almost a disaster. I don't know if the point was a direct snap on that one. Denver shuts the door. Loss of 2. They try a direct snap to Ramondre Stevenson. I couldn't tell if it was designed that way or just a wayward snap. I mean, Stevenson almost can't corral that in. That could have been a disaster. And it ends up being a loss of a couple. So now 3rd and goal from the 3. They reload the set. It's a 3-by-1, 3 to the left, 1 to the right for May. He snaps it with 5 on the play clock, standing in the pocket, now drifting around. It's a sack! Jonathan Cooper making his presence known. Almost had one earlier, able to get in and get that one as well. Let's get a few Coops in chat. Jonathan Cooper tearing around Morgan Moses, able to do-si-do with him for a minute until he sees May trying to step up to the right, disengages the block and gets him right down. So that's going to bring on Andy Borregales now for a 23-yard field goal. He missed earlier from 63. This will be from the right hash. Ball is down, kick is up, and it just squeezes inside of the right upright to give New England a 10-7 lead. What a stand by that Broncos defense. And now the Broncos offense will touch the ball for the first time in the second half with 5:29 to go in the third quarter. We're cooping. Who up Jonathaning their Cooper right now? Who up cooping they Jonathan? That does take us to commercial break in a 10-3 game. Somebody finally breaks double digits. Now it'll be up. That was a burnt peanut reference, by the way. Fair enough. I don't get the reference, but somebody in chat probably does. Alrighty. That is the end of my Dr. Pepper. That is tragic. Let's recuperate. I like it. Yeah, they gave New England the first. Which I didn't think May got there. That ball never looked like it got past the line of scrimmage, let alone to the sticks. All right. Alrighty, throw in the new pouchy. But yeah, they did in fact call that a conversion, man. Denver defense able to hold him to a field goal. Jonathan Cooper able to get a sack on 3rd and goal. New England does settle. Now this Broncos offense is going to get the ball back. It'll be the first time they've touched it since the end of the half. That shit was a stop. I'm with you. 100% I'm with you. I didn't think Drake May got enough at all. New NFL sponsor free LASIK eye surgery because they're blind. I hope the Giants win this game. That would be crazy. A Giants win would be absolutely crazy. That would be bonkers. Love you, bud. You know, there might be an outside chance that the Cleveland Browns can win this. At what point did going nowhere become a gain of a yard? Great question. All right, we are back in Denver, Colorado. It's going to be Borregales now to boot this thing away, and he does. Pulled it towards the sideline, and that ball will be fielded by, that is Bidet. He gets up past the 20, tackled at the 23-yard line. Good play by Chad Muma. Good kick by Borregales. Now we'll see the Broncos come out in a bit of a heavier set. I saw Frank Crum going out there. Swing backup tackle for these Denver Broncos. Had a touchdown last week. Let's go Browns. And we're the Cleveland Browns. Wrong channel. So here we go. 1st and 10 to their own 23-yard line. Stidham will come out under center. Troutman goes in motion before settling back in. Heavy personnel. 13 personnel for the Broncos. with a giant Frank Crum in there. They send Adkins in motion. They will hand it off. McLaughlin bouncing it outside. Now bounces it back inside. And all that for a gain of about 3 yards. Gets it up to the 25-yard line. Or about a gain of 2 on that one. Let's go Stidham. I'm with you totally, Lucas. I'm with you. I am with you. It sets up 2nd and 8 as the clock ticks below 5 minutes in this third quarter. So here we go, 2nd and 8. Stidham in the gun. It's a 3-by-1 set. Now they will motion Evan Ingram over to the right side. Stidham standing in the pocket. Dumps it over the middle and dropped. Jaleel McLaughlin unable to bring it in. Broncos, we need a touchdown for sure. McLaughlin knows he missed one there too. Stidham just tossed him a little floater off his back foot. Still waiting for that Mims touchdown. True. Yeah, McLaughlin's got to hang on to that. The conditions, they are bad. I think McLaughlin's just trying to run with it before he's actually got it. And that's going to set up a 3rd and 8. The snow is coming down in Denver, and you can see it starting to collect on the field. Play clock down to 7. It's a 3-by-1 set for the Broncos. Trips right side. Stidham barking out orders. Play clock to 2. They snap it at 1. Stidham will screen it over to Marvin Mims, trying to get some blocks. Unable to get anywhere. Maybe a gain of 3. And it's going to be a 3-and-out for this Broncos offense, and that'll bring on Jeremy Crawshaw and the punt team. Watching from YouTube Music. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. My stuff ends up on YouTube Music. Huh. So it's 3-and-out for the Broncos offense. They've been cold on that sideline for sure. That was their first drive since the end of the first half. Clock ticking down, 4:04 to go. It'll be Crawshaw on for, I think, his 4th punt of the day. A lot of punts in this game. Catches it, boots it away. Marcus Jones will field this at the 20, and he is tackled almost instantly. Chris Abrams' train with a great special teams play. A play that these Broncos absolutely needed on special teams, and now it'll be up to the defense to get another stop. 10-7 in Denver. New England leading with 3:50 to go in the third. You're also on YouTube Music. Hell yeah. I didn't know you could watch live streams on YouTube Music. Huh. Because I know, like, every time I go into studio, like, it tells me, like, it'll be like, hey, your playlist in your, like, whatever is a podcast, so we can go on to YouTube Music. I didn't know that. Huh. Alright, what do we got? Shitrius. Steelers fan just hoping the Pats don't win a Super Bowl so we can both be tied at 6. Fuckrians, Fraudrians. Just unloading in the chat. Jeez Louise. Sorry about the new coach. Yep, yeah. I apologize for the Mike McCarthy pick. I don't know what Pittsburgh is going to do. I don't. I'm not trying to be funny. Yeah, Mike McCarthy was a head-scratcher of a hire, if you ask me. I did not get that hire one bit. Not one bit. See if we can get the stream up to 35 likes. See if we can start moving closer to 400 now that we broke 380. See if we can start moving closer. See if we can hit 385. If you are enjoying, don't forget to join the best viewer base in the NFL by hitting that subscribe button. Still in commercial break, so you are not missing a single little thing. Might be good. Maybe another Aaron Rodgers season. Maybe. And that would be some of that early career chemistry back. That would, yeah. That would be. It could be something. I just don't know. I mean, like, A-Rod is kind of in, like, on that bit of his career where he's kind of like Manning, where it's just, like, back half of his career, you can tell he's lost a step physically. There were so many plays that I watched Aaron Rodgers this season where it's like, those are plays that he used to, like, just tuck the ball and run, but, like, because he doesn't have the speed anymore, but, like, with the Achilles being the way that it is, and just with him getting older now, like, you can tell he's lost a bit of a step. And A-Rod was one of my favorite quarterbacks growing up. 10-7 with one and done. The standard The standard is the standard. They'll find a way to bullshit their way to 10-7, but maybe there's a slight culture change. So here we go. Gillette Stadium is getting pounded with snow as well. But here we go for the defense. New England pinned back to around their own 20. At their own 21-yard line, it's going to be an offset eye here for Drake May. They send Booty in motion to the right side. 21 personnel, they go play fake. May standing in, lets it rip. In and out of the hands of Keyshawn Booty. Good breakup by Riley Moss. The ball was a little low, and you can tell that the elements are really, really starting to play an effect here. Couple of balls slipping away from these receivers. You can see it. Maybe not as good of grip here for these quarterbacks on the ball. Although I did hear some of these announcers say, I think it was Aikman one time saying you'd rather play in a snow game because the grip on the ball is better than a rain game. The snow is coming down in Denver. Gun set now for Drake May. It'll be a 2x2 set with a tight end receiver set to the right top of the screen. They snap it. Broncos bring 5. May standing in now. He's going to escape the pocket, and he's up to the 34 before Hufanga tackles him down. It's a first down. Gain of 13 on the play there. Drake May with the escapability. And at some point, the Broncos have got to start playing with a spy. I mean, at some point, you're getting burned by these quarterback runs. You need to start playing. Somebody's got to start standing in to spy. It's a good tackle by Hufanga to keep him from getting much further. It's a new set of downs here for these Patriots. Yeah, May's got 64 yards on the ground. Somebody's got to spy. They're going to send, that is Hooper in motion, I believe. They snap it. They will hand it off to Ramondre Stevenson. PS2 comes up. Slows him down before Iwazarike wraps him up around the legs there. Looked to be a gain of 4, but at this point, it's a gain of 5. At this point, can't really see these yard markers. No idea where the yard markers are at this point. The middle of the field is starting to become a bit of a mess. I think they got it up to about the 30. I couldn't even tell you. Could not even tell you. 2nd and 5 with 2:29 and ticking down to go. They are up to their own 38-yard line. May will turn around, hand it off. They're going to go flea flicker. May standing in, letting it rip left side. He's got it to Mac Hollins into Denver territory and out at the 30-yard line. Hollins knocks over a guy with the NFL, probably the film crew, I imagine, helps pick him back up. I believe that was the replay official. They get the flea flicker down the sideline. Can barely see anything. And it's Dre Greenlaw that's really in coverage there. He's got a step on both Greenlaw and Riley Moss. Mac Hollins able to get open down the sideline, and now they're down to the Denver 31. May going to be in the gun, 2x2 set. Hollins will motion in tighter. They hand it off going left side. That is Stevenson. Stevenson driving the legs, dragging some Broncos, and they finally call him down after what looks to be maybe a gain of 3. And now the heads are getting a little hot here. Singleton getting into it with Mac Hollins. Ref starting to pull some guys apart here. That's going to be a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 now for the Pats, down to about the 27-yard line. Again, it is getting hard to see the field here, and the broadcast angle doesn't always help either. This Broncos defense absolutely needs a big play here. Down to the 28-yard line are the Pats, split backfield. May will quickly get it out, and it's incomplete. Threw it wide to Keyshawn Booty. Riley Moss on the coverage, incomplete. 3rd and 6. Defense looking to get a stop. 58 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Broncos got to hold to another field goal at the very least to really keep this game within reach here. They had the one good drive early, but since then, they've had just about nothing. So here we go. 3rd and 6. 58 seconds from the Denver 28. Drake May in the gun. He's going to have a 3x1 set. 11 personnel. Snaps it. They will hand it off going right side to Stevenson. Stevenson with nowhere to go. The Bronco Cavalry gets to him. He does stay upright, but nowhere to go for him. That will set up 4th down. New England not really trying to get anything through the air there, and that's going to bring on Andy Borregales. for a field goal after the loss of 1 to make it a 6-point ball game in Denver, Colorado. 1 for 2 on the day, made from 23, missed it from 63. This will be from 46 yards. See if I can see what side of the field he's on. It's from the right hash for Borregales. Snap is down, kick is up, it is drifting, and it is no good! Borregales pulls it to the right, and the Broncos, they get the stop, and with a bit of an assist from the kicker, are able to hold to no points. Borregales does the same thing that Will Lutz does, just way worse. 11 seconds to go in the third. Borregales pulls it. The Broncos are alive. We'll see if the offense can come up with anything once they get their turn with the ball again. Ooh-wee. I'm going to wait till the quarter break to actually go take a leak here. We've only got 11 seconds left in the quarter. No reason to go during this break. We can just see it. Ugh. You can tell New England has gotten quite a bit of momentum coming into the second half, but I think that miss, I mean, Denver's got a chance to start capitalizing. Too many O's. Oh, lordy, lordy. You guys crack me up, man. This is why I love my chat, man. We're just out here goofing off. This is why commercials are fun, because we're all just sitting here goofing off in chat. It's been a good game. I'm a defensive, listen, I am a defensive game sicko, and this has been that defensive game. This has been it. We knew it was going to be defensive. We knew the Broncos offense was definitely going to take a hit here, but they've got to find a way to put together another drive here. Whether or not to tie it up or not, one way or another, you got to find a way to at least tie this ball game up and put some pressure back on New England here, because now they're playing with the lead. Stidham's just got to settle back down, man. He does. Denver's got to get something going here, though. They got to stop dropping passes, too. That's another thing. Our defense is the reason we in this? Absolutely. 100%. Eating steak and drinking my beer with a little 420? Hell yeah. There you go, Kai. There you go. Of course, whatever you are indulging in, of course, be responsible. I'm gonna cover my butt there, but that is my encouragement. That goes out to anybody, whatever you may be indulging in. Be responsible. So here we go, back in a snowy Denver, Colorado. 11 seconds to go in this third quarter. We got a big long commercial break. We'll get another one in probably about 1 or 2 plays here. It is a blizzard in Denver. Pats held the ball for 13 minutes in the third quarter. Jeez. Getting over my hate of the Pats. Oh boy. So here we go. Stidham will come out under center. It's an I-form set for him. Elijah Moore will go in motion to the right side. Completely overloaded. So be 21 personnel for the Broncos. Stidham will snap it, will turn around, hand that off. I believe that is Harvey, and he will fall forward for about a gain of 2, and that will run us to the end of the third quarter. Broncos going to be looking to claw back into this thing. 3-point game. 3-point ball game here in Denver as the blizzard comes down. That will take us once again to commercial break. And that's going to take me to my quick piss break. If it's a blizzard, I can make a blizzard ice cream like Dairy Queen. True. True. Dairy Queen does have pretty good ice cream. All right, I'll be right back, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody in here. I don't know what I'm doing here. Hello. my death was greatly exaggerated. Okay. Yeah, so there was, dude, for New England to have held the ball as long as they did in the third quarter, it really doesn't feel like they capitalized on it at all. Just to be completely honest. Like, they held it for 13 minutes in the third quarter, and they got, 3 points out of it? Redonkulous. Broncos offense got to find a way to execute, though, man. It's been rough, really, outside of that second possession. They have not had a lot going for them. They have not had a ton going for them offensively. They've got to find a way. This New England defense is stout, man. This New England defense is a very, very stout unit. They have been very, very good. So here we go. Fourth quarter. It's going to be 2nd and 8 for the Broncos after the run to RJ Harvey. And that snow is starting to pile up at Mile High. Jeez Louise. Can barely see a thing. So here we go. It's actually 2nd and 9. It's going to be Stidham in the gun. Takes a snap, fakes it to Harvey, screens it out to Mims. He's got a block ahead of him and not able to get too far with it, though. Walks out of the 40 there. I mean, these yard lines are all over the place. Gain of 3 for him. Someone call up Manning. CJ Anderson. Man, CJ would be nice right now. CJ Anderson would be absolutely cracked right now, dude. Playing a guessing game? I know the red and blue tells me Giants, but pretty sure that's wrong. 3rd and 5 for the Broncos at their own 40-yard line. He snaps it. Stidham standing in the pocket, letting it rip right side. Jump ball! Incomplete. Looking for Lil Jordan Humphrey on the right sideline. Trying to chuck up a jump ball to him, and it falls incomplete. Marcus Jones in on the coverage. Stidham trying to chance one up there. Great, great technique there by Marcus Jones. Able to wrap his arm around and punch that ball out. Now, no, it's less a drop and more just an outstanding play by a defensive back. So it'll be Crawshaw on to kick now. Will be trying to pin the Pats very far back in their own territory here. Here's the snap. Crawshaw boots it away. Looks like a bit of a line drive. And that ball will bounce. And it will be a touchback. So New England will have it at their own 20-yard line. Is it Steelers? That's not the Steelers. Is it the Steelers? Unless I just can't see the black somewhere back here in the character stuff. All right. Yeah, Pittsburgh, final answer. It's another nothing offensive possession here for these Denver Broncos. As the Lions will beat the Bucks 106-24 after being down 7-0. Hell yeah. Nice. We are in commercial break, so you are not missing anything. See if we can push up to 35 likes. I would greatly appreciate it. Helps get me out to more people as this game gets into the later stages. Let's see if we can keep pushing past 380. Get me as close to 400 as we can. Again, greatly appreciate it. It's all optional. I appreciate all of the support you guys are giving me today. Yeah, that's the Giants. The red and blue is the Giants. Not another red and blue team in the league. McMillan gets a pick 6. That'd be cool. Get some water back in me here. I do as well like that prediction. Somebody needs to get home. Somebody on this defense needs to make a massive play on this possession. Team that's... Oh, the Pats. Yeah, all right. That's fair enough. I got you, Lucas. Pats. I just saw the two primary colors, and I was like, all right, that's the Giants. She only threw it to me. Yeah, it's the Pats. All right. We are back from commercial break. They got the grounds crew out with snow blowers right now. Oh boy. So here we go. Broncos defense. Oh my god. All right, here we go. Get myself back into this thing. Bronco defense needs to make a huge play on this drive. Turnover would go a long way to setting this offense up to do much of anything. Here we go. 1st and 10 for New England. We're going to send Hooper in motion. He will get set on the left side. Heavy personnel. They hand it off left side. Ramondre Stevenson wiggling, breaking out of tackles. And he's got a gain of about 11 up to the 31-yard line. Alrighty. It's a gain of 11 up to the 31 for Ramondre Stevenson. Broncos, I think, are trying to punch it out there a bit. Pats don't really have to throw the ball as, like, a ton, though. They remain in the I form here. It will be 22 personnel for the Pats. They snap it, hand it off, going right side now for Stevenson, trying to find some room. Not a whole lot there. Gain of 1 or 2 up to the 32-ish yard line there. Stevenson not finding a lot there. Snow is coming down at Mile High so far. 13-18 to go. And we will see who is going to the Super Bowl in a short amount of time. Single back set now for Drake May. 12 personnel. 2 receivers split out to the left side. May will turn around again and hand it off. Stevenson looking for space. Finds a little bit there and wiggles up past the 35. Up to about the 36, 37-yard line. It's a gain of 6. 3rd and 4. Is there an arena roof? No. Empower Field is, it's an open stadium. 'Tis an open stadium, my love. A lot of fields are. I think they're going to build a retractable dome, though. Third and 4 for the Pats. Up to the Bronco 37-yard line. They need the 41. It's a gun set, split backfield for May. He will drop back to throw it. May standing in, bouncing around, trying to direct traffic, and he is sacked! The Bronco defense gets there. Malcolm Roach is the one that gets back in there to get him on the ground, and the Broncos have forced a New England punt. 12 minutes and ticking down. Big play, great coverage down the field by the Broncos. Riley Moss stuck to Keyshawn Booty, more or less. Good pass off on the coverage there. On the other side, really, defense able to converge on Drake May. That will force another punt out of Behringer. Am I saying that right? I'll check in a minute. Let the clock run a little bit. He gets the snap and boots it away cleanly. And we'll see where this bounces. It'll bounce out of bounds at about the 30-yard line, and that is where the Broncos are going to get this. Marvin Mims not really trying to play the ball in these conditions right now. With how much snow is coming down. Yeah, visibility is awful. I'm not surprised Mims wasn't trying to play that at all. So 11:29 to go in the fourth quarter. Broncos will be getting the ball back. They'll have it at their own 30 when we get back. And I feel like I have missed a couple of chats here. Yeah, Wade, glad to see you in here too. I haven't seen you in forever either. Glad to see you in here. Most of the stadiums in the NFL aren't indoor. Like, there's a couple that are indoor. I know LA plays, both LA teams play indoors. Let's see. There's a few that play indoors, but there's not a... Minnesota plays indoors. Couple, yeah, and then I think Denver, the new stadium they've got, they're, building a... I think they're building a retractable dome, kind of like the, I think old NRG. Or no, that's still where Houston plays, is, NRG. That one's not hard. It's either the Broncos or the Bears. The color shades don't really do a whole ton of justice. They do not. We are still in commercial break, by the way. You are not missing anything in the game. And we still remain in commercial break. As we, you know what? No, I'm not naming companies because they don't deserve my word. They do not deserve my word. I don't feel like it. Myself a good little stretch in here. Goodness gracious. Stadium like SoFi would be great in Denver. Kind of indoors, but still outdoors. I think that's kind of the idea behind the stadium that they're fixing to build. Because I know I think they went out and purchased the plot that they're going to put it on. I think that'll be complete by, I think it was like 2031? Give or take? Something like that? Broncos fan from Wisconsin. Packer fan too, so fuck the Bear. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I got some teams with a soft spot in my heart, but, I mean, for my favorite team all the way is just the Broncos, man. So here we go. Denver's gonna have it now with their own 30. 1st and 10, 11:29 left in the game. Stidham will come out in the gun. 12 personnel. They're gonna fake a screen, hand it off to Harvey. Slow developing play, had to cut it outside. Harvey with some room, and he's got a first down. RJ Harvey, best play of the second half for the Denver Broncos. Probably about tripled their total second half rush yardage there. Looked like a gain of 11, give or take. You're okay, my love. You're okay. Happy you're in here. Happy to see you in here. Oh, all right. They call it a gain of 9. It looked like Harvey had a first on it. Stidham will come out under center. It'll be 11 personnel. They go a little lighter. Pats with 4 at the line. Mims will go in motion to the right side. They'll turn around, hand it off. Harvey trying to bounce it out. Breaks out of a couple of tackles, but the Pats cavalry will get to him. Maybe about a foot behind the line. Nowhere for Harvey to go on that as the footing gets a little rough to play in. They call it no gain. They do call it no gain on the play. It'll be 3rd and 1. Yeah, I thought RJ got further, but with being unable to see the field, man, you can't really. And that's just from my perspective. I thought he had 11 for a first, but you can barely see anything on the field. It's now 3rd and 1 for the Broncos. It's a gun set for them here. Bidet will go in motion. He will get set up in the backfield. They hand it off to Bidet on 3rd and 1, and he's got the first down. Looked to be a gain of 4 there, just about. Could not tell you the yard marker here, but I can tell you that it's a Bronco first down. I think it's at their own 43 that they've got it now. Starting to understand what it's like to be a Bills fan. Fair enough. Fair enough. I was correct about the yardage. Denver does have it at their own 43-yard line now. Sutton will go in motion. It's an I formation. 21 personnel. Prentice will set up in the left side of the backfield. Stidham making a quick adjustment. They get it off of the play clock at 1. Stidham, play fake. Standing in the pocket. Now he's got to roll around a little bit. Pressure getting in on him. Stidham just ends up throwing this ball away. Nobody open downfield. Pressure starting to get in on him. And it's incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 for Denver at their own 43-yard line here. They're looking for any sort of spark. Nothing developing downfield. Everybody was pretty much clamped down there. Stidham just ends up having to throw it away with Christian Barmore right in his face. Live to fight another down. 2nd and 10 for Jarrett Stidham. Starts in an empty set. It remains that way. 3x2, 3 to the right, top of the screen, 2 to the bottom. Play clock down to 7. They get the protection set. They snap it. They're trying to throw a screen into traffic there, and it is broken up. That is Chiazon in coverage. They try a little tight end screen. And that is incomplete. That play really had no chance. They try a pulling tackle on that, trying to set something up in the conditions. That play gets absolutely, detonated. I don't even know how that, it's just good execution by New England, man. 3rd and 10, 9:08 to go in the game. Denver's got it, still at their own 43-yard line. Play clock down to 3. And they barely snap it right at 0. Stidham standing in the pocket, stepping up, jump throw, and that is, I believe, somehow caught by Elijah Moore, but it's not nearly enough there. I believe maybe a gain of 4. And that is going to be 4th down, and that will bring out Jeremy Crawshaw again for a punt. It's a gain of 3 up to their own 46-yard line, and we will see this punt team come out. I think everyone in Broncos country wishes we had Bo. So here we go. Crawshaw going to be on for, I stopped counting punts in the first half, so it's a lot of punts. Crawshaw will boot this thing away, trying to pin New England deep. Marcus Jones going to let it bounce, and Crawshaw does exactly that. Ball rolls out of bounds at, I believe, New England's 9-yard line. So able to pin him deep. Defense has been coming up time and again in this game, and now you absolutely need this defense to go out and force a turnover to at least give you a chance to tie it. Or win it. 8:21 to go in the game. Broncos offense, nothing doing in this ball game up to this point. Not outside of that second possession there in the first quarter. Unable to muster anything. It was a very nice punt. I'm a sucker for good punts. I do like myself a good punt. Yeah, defense has got to come up with some magic right here now, man. This defense has got to come up with something big. Offense has been completely ineffective today. Stidham has looked very, very shaky. He's had happy feet in the pocket. O-line hasn't been giving him the best shot to do anything, though, and the running game hasn't entirely been there. But the defense will be in good position here with New England pinned back to their own 9. This is probably the best position we're going to be in for the rest of the game here. Defense absolutely needs a stop, for sure. These are conditions for fumbles. They're also positions for throwing absolute ducks for a corner to pick off. Wife laughing at you. Oh, come on. That's a little mean. Yeah, offensively, man, it has not been a pretty game. It is not. Laugh back, she's a Rams fan. We could see the Rams do something special tonight. We could. That's going to be a damn good game. The NFC Championship, that'll be a good game. I need Bo to, grow some fairy wings and sprinkle some mile-high magic onto the defense right now, dog. 100%. Drake, I deflate the ball, May. Don't see it, but I'll eat my words when it happens. Fair enough. Fair enough. Both of those NFC West teams are good, man. Detroit 2027, hey, man. Anything can happen. Gonna start to wear our defense down being out there so much. Yeah, I'm with you, Frank. Yeah, something's got to happen here. Something's got to give. You can tell they're tired. So here we go. New England backed up to their own 8-yard line. They moved them back a spot. And again, it's so hard to see the field and any of the yard markers. 8:21 to go as the Bronco defense looks for another stop to try to set the offense up. May will go under center. Heavy personnel. Ooh, running back slips. May just has to slip down. They just got to eat that. Ramondre Stevenson slipped in the backfield as he was trying to cut and go get the ball. And there are there are those conditions. Stevenson just loses his footing, and May can do nothing with it because he's got no receivers down the field. Big loss. And the turf monster trying to make an impact. That knocks the Pats back to their own 5-yard line, 2nd and 13. It's going to be under center again. I believe this is 12 personnel for the Pats. May will actually get a handoff off to Stevenson, and he will get ripped down by Pat Surtain. Gain of 1 up to the 6-yard line, and this will be a 3rd and forever, 3rd and 11. They actually gave him a gain of 2 up to the 7-yard line. 7:23 and ticking down. New England with the ball on their own 7-yard line. Cameras can barely see the coaches in this absolute downpour of snow. So here we go. 3rd and 11. Ball at the New England 7-yard line. May in the gun. He snaps it, rolling out to his right, loads one up, and then just ends up throwing that thing away. Nobody comes open downfield. Broncos force another 3 and out. And now the Broncos offense should have a chance for good field position here. If I'm Mims, I'm probably letting this bounce, though. That's the thing. Like, I can't even tell where Marvin Mims is set up, bro. That's how bad the field conditions are right now. I could not tell you where Marvin Mims is set. He'll be punting this from not quite the end of his own end zone, but he will be taking the snap in his own end zone. They snap it. Behringer barely able to get that thing away. And they are just going to let this thing bounce. Could not see it, but it's a... Couldn't even see the ball, man. I don't even know where that went. But Denver is going to have damn good field position. It's a bit of a shank. That could be on the New England side of the field. Nobody can see where they've got this ball marked. But I think the offense is going to have a decent shot here. You could not see the ball at all. Couldn't see the ball. Couldn't see the yard marker for any of it. I couldn't even tell how good of a kick that was, to be completely honest. It was back around where Mims was set up, though, so Denver might be on their own side of the field. They are going to have a decent way to go here. But, oh no, damn. No, Denver's got this at the New England 33. That's a shank. That is a shank by Behringer. And now Denver's got a chance to at least tie it here in the snow. This is fun. I can't see shit, but we're having a good time. So here we go. It's going to be Stidham under center. You're going to have 12 personnel. Both tight ends and Lil Jordan Humphrey set up on the right. They're going to hand it off. That is Harvey, who gets a man shoved back into him for a pretty solid loss. Loss of 2, it looks like. Or maybe 3. It'll push him back to the 46. Or to the 36, I think. 35, 36. Check my DMs. Ay. Okay, I can answer that in just a minute, Ender, but yeah. Ball at the 35. Stidham will be in the gun. 2x2 set. They snap it to throw. They're going to toss it out to RJ Harvey off of that. Harvey trying to make guys miss, and Carlton Davis meets him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. So now you want to just try and get some yardage here to set up Will Lutz to make anything happen on a field goal. These are bad conditions. From the 35 would be about a 50-yard kick for Lutz. All right. Sorry, I had to do something on the old phone real quick. Stidham will come out in the gun. Bidet will set up in the backfield. It's a 3x1 set. They snap it. Stidham dropping. Now he's going to step up. Stidham with some grass. Stidham with some room, and he's able to get up. Not quite to the sticks, but it's a decent gain to make a potential game-tying field goal easier. Yeah, that 4th and 1 is going to haunt a little bit. Yeah, this is a tie game if we took that field goal there on 4th and 1, but it's going to bring out Will Lutz. It's a gain of 7 with just under 5 minutes to go. And here we go. This will be from the right hash for Will Lutz to make it a tie ball game from 46. Snap is down. Kick, no good, not even close. Not even close. The awful conditions playing a huge factor in on this, and Will Lutz misses it. A huge opportunity wasted by the Broncos. Unable to really get that ball down. And just absolutely god-awful conditions for anything to happen. It almost looked like someone got a hand up on it. Yeah, it was tipped. Right at the line, right off a big 93, if I can find a name for him. Big nose tackle Leonard Taylor got tipped. And that is what made that ball sail the way it did. So now New England will have it at their own 35-yard line. 4:42 to go in the game. They got the ball set, got it spotted. Here we go. I-form set now for the Pats. Westover is in the game. They hand that off. Stevenson right side or left side, excuse me. And Denver's got him down after a modest gain. About a gain of 3 if I had to guess. But that's all I can do right now is guess. Hooey. Yeah, they're flashing that 4th and 1. Alrighty. It's about a gain of 2 or 3 there. They call it 2nd and 8 for the Pats now with their own 38-yard line. 4:06 to go in the game. It'll be a single back set, 13 personnel. They're going to hand it off. Stevenson gets blown up in the backfield there. It's a loss of a few. I believe that was Tillman with first contact, and then Malcolm Roach coming in to finish him off. It's a loss of 1. 3rd and 9, 3:49 and ticking down in the game. New England knocked back to their 37-yard line. 3:38 and ticking down. 3:38 and ticking down. Denver still got 2 timeouts. They lost the one on the challenge earlier in the earlier in the half. Excuse me. 3:25 and ticking down. I-form set for the Pats. Westover remains in the game at fullback. They will hand it off going right side to Stevenson. He gets eaten alive at the line. That'll be 4th down. Clock keeps ticking down. New England goes nowhere on the possession here. Denver's not going to have the greatest field position ever. And this could potentially be Denver's last chance in this game. New England's going to let that clock roll. I think Denver may have taken a timeout. Yep, Denver does take a timeout with 3:01 to go. And it's going to bring out Behringer here for a huge kick. Somebody's got to give Stidham a pep talk on the sideline. Listen, keep believing until it's over, man. You got to keep believing until it's over. What I will say is if I do get featured in another Across the Fanbase video in a loss, I'm not going to be the guy that ends up crashing out in this, man. I'm not going to be the guy crashing out here. So if somebody pokes in here trying to get that rise out of me, man, not happening. I will say that at the least. I think Stidham is going to get one more shot to put Denver on top. 3:11 to go. They add 10 seconds back onto the clock. Behringer getting ready to boot this thing away. Yeah, I will not be the one breaking shit. Behringer will boot this thing away, and we'll see where this thing even gets fielded. Again, not a big kick. Denver will have it on their own side of the field with 3:05 to go. Now it's going to bring on the offense for one last chance. I think they're spotting this at maybe the Denver 40, the 35. Again, I cannot tell you yardage right now. Nobody can see the field. 3:05 to go in the game. And again, no idea where we are on the field right now, so you're going to have to bear with me yardage-wise. I'm kind of waiting for the broadcast to figure that out. Stidham will come out in the gun. It's going to be a 2x2 set. Now they're going to bring a man in motion. That is Sutton to join the left side. Denver at their own 32-yard line. So it's a decent kick by Behringer. They snap it. Pats bring 4. Stidham standing in, stepping up in the pocket. Just kind of shoves one forward to Harvey. And he's only going to get maybe 1 out of that. Denver's got to go tempo here. Stidham had nothing open downfield. And he's just got to toss it to a guy to keep him from getting sacked there. Again, you got to think, there's no traction here in the snow. Stidham would be going from a standstill to trying to accelerate. I would love the Marvin Mims touchdown. It's a gain of 1 up to the 33 for the Denver Broncos, 2:32 and ticking down in the game. Denver only with 1 timeout. Stidham trying to get some people set and adjusted. Sutton will get over to that left side to make it a 3-by-1 set. And they snap it with 1 on the play clock. Pats bring 5. Stidham stands in, going right side. Intercepted. Christian Gonzalez likely seals it. And with that being said, I think New England's going to the Super Bowl, folks. Stidham just put one up for grabs, aired it, trying to go down the right side, underthrown ball. Christian Gonzalez pops up and grabs it, was trying the deep ball to Mims, underthrown. Gonzalez jumps it. And with 2:11 to go, that is potentially the game. This Pats defense, they've done pretty much what everybody expected them to do. That is for sure. The elements came into play. Lutz had a field goal get blocked as well. So, Jarrett Stidham in his start, likely on the losing side, and the Pats, I believe, will be getting their first win in... Okay, I don't know why my shit's popping up. It's an I-form set for the Pats. 2:11 to go in the game. Ball at their own 36. He will hand it off right side to Ramondre Stevenson. Broncos trying to rip that ball away. Stevenson did have some fumble issues earlier in the year, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Don't cry, man. Don't cry. It was a damn good year. And we knew as soon as Bo was hurt that it was going to be an uphill battle, man. We knew it was going to be an uphill battle. And it was just incredibly crazy circumstances. You know what I mean? Denver does have 1 timeout. It'll be 2nd down when we get back. But a first down definitely ends it. First down 100% ends it. I'm not going to sit here and bitch about the officiating. They've let these guys play. I mean, the touchdown New England should have had by virtue of the fumble, honestly. And then the field goal, yeah, like, I don't know. Call on the field. I'm not going to sit here and bitch about the refs, man. I think this defense definitely did enough in this game, but I mean, you get to a point with the offense where you can't run the ball. You're down to your backup quarterback. I think things have just finally caught up to Denver. So barring a miracle here, I believe these are the final 2 minutes of the Denver Broncos season. It's been a great year. It's been an incredible year, man. It's been a great year. Just for me personally here on the channel, getting to meet all the people I've met, getting to meet my crew. I mean, the Broncos played a hell of a season this year as well. Won a playoff game. Something they haven't done in years. Obviously, you know, there is the falling short of the goal part, but once Bo went down, I think it was pretty well understood that it was very much going to be an uphill battle. Very much so. I will say, Denver does have some spots to improve at over the offseason. We all know that. But this was, all in all, a very successful year. And we're still building up. It'll be 2nd and 6 at the New England 40-yard line of their own. At their own 40-yard line. See, yeah, and I'm right there with you too, Frank. I'm right there with you. And we'll start getting into the offseason stuff like here in the future, obviously. 2nd and 6, 2 minutes to go. Broncos with only one timeout. May will go in the I form. They will hand it off. That is Stevenson, and he is down at the line of scrimmage. I think we're going to get an immediate Denver timeout here with 1:56 to go. And New England now a first down on this play away from ending the ball game and going to their first Super Bowl in years. They add a second back onto the clock, 1:57. So we'll see what the Pats decide to do here. Big call. 3rd and 6. If you throw it and get it, you're off to the Super Bowl. I don't think we're going to see a run here. Or I don't think we're going to see a throw, given the conditions, but it's entirely possible. It's not impossible. It's very possible. Honestly, 3rd and 6, there's a lot to think about. Because you can leave Denver with very, very little time on the clock. May will come out in the eye. They're going to play fake it. May rolling around to the side. Jonah Ellis. Can he get him down? No, he can't. And the New England Patriots, by virtue of Drake May booting it to the left side, will be going to the Super Bowl in Mike Vrabel's first season. All that's left are the formalities of running this final 1:51 off of the clock. Jonah Ellis just bites too hard. Drake May throws a good stiff arm. It's a well-designed play. That is a perfectly designed play. Perfectly designed. And New England will be going to the Super Bowl. Victory formation here for Drake May at their own 47. And we get a Bronco jumping across the line. It's Malcolm Roach jumping across the line. Trying to jump in and pick the ball. Neutral zone infraction. Or encroachment, excuse me. Or they get DJ Jones, excuse me. Minute 51 to go in the year. And we'll see who New England gets a rematch with in later on tonight. Again, incredible season. Very, very incredible season. May will get under center and take his knee, and they're just going to keep doing that until they run this clock down to zeros. Broncos offense unable to muster enough in a game where the Bronco defense holds the Pats to only 10. But Drake May and the Pats, they come through when they need to. What a game. What a game for the title. Just an absolute defensive battle here in the snow. And New England will be the ones coming out on top of this, barring some absolute catastrophe with a snap exchange. May will take his spot under center once again, kneel it down. And one more deal down, and New England is properly going to the Super Bowl. We have the post-game show coming up here in just a few minutes. Of course, I gotta go do all the stuff on the board. And everything that comes with that. But what a game. What a game. What a ball game. We might do the post game a little later. Like I might pre-record it. We might just do it that way, honestly. And the final kneel down is down, and the Pats, they're going on to Santa Clara. Mike Vrabel getting his here in New England. Sean Payton and the Broncos denied by the 2-seed Pats at home. Again, what a game. Denver, they're going to have some things to examine going into year 3 with Bo. But for now, that will do it here in Denver. The Patriots win 10-7, and they will go on to the Super Bowl, and they will play the winner of the NFC title game later today. For the entire Crushin' It crew, for me, I just want to give a massive shout out to just the people that made this possible. To Ender for his help with the graphics, for Bok Choy being here modding, just here to talk with me as well. Same with Ender there as well. To Trent for the amazing time that we've had doing the Miles and Trent Talk football thing. That's been outstanding. And to the outside people that I have for support, I've got obviously my mom's, my stepdad's, a couple of those, and they've been extremely supportive. My wonderful girlfriend that's been here for me as well as my best friends here back at home. Just a huge shout out to the absolute best crew that I could possibly ask for. Love each and every one of you. That's going to do it on the Broncos season. And I will see you guys later on tonight. We'll get the post game done later on tonight. I'm going to we're not going to do it live today. We'll have the off-season stuff coming out through the year as well. So keep an eye on that. We're not going to go dormant for the off-season again. And with that being said, again, thank each and every one of you. The 2025 Broncos season comes to an end. This is Miles signing off.